peace, and an end to the fighting. Well, hopefully we can turn it up a little bit and put a smile on your dial and talk about this. Pop superstar Taylor Swift and, of course, NFL star Travis Kelce have thrilled fans worldwide by announcing their engagement. And the couple shared the news on Instagram with an enchanting photo, or photos at that, from a sun-dappled garden proposal, awash with white and pink blooms. Now, the post was liked by more than 13 million people, or 30 million times within the minutes, and Swift looked radiant in a pinstripe halter dress, while the sparkling centerpiece was her old mine brilliant cut diamond, estimated at some 20 carats on an 18K gold band designed with Kelce's personal touch. Now, Swift captioned the post playfully and titled it, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." Now, their whirlwind 2023 romance has captured hearts, blending music, sports, and true modern-day romance. But take a look at that ring. For now, though, we catch up with the rest of the headlines, and here's G-Man with the latest on all things sport. Let's go.
Well, now that the pair have put all silverware to shame, let's rejoin the chase for silverware locally in football. I got slated for not mentioning their name yesterday, so let's start with Orlando Pirates. They edged newly promoted Orbit College, who looked good, 1-0 at the Orlando Stadium for their second win of the Betway Premiership season. Lebone Siema's thunderous volley in the 56th minute proved the difference after the Buccaneers admittedly has struggled to break down Orbit's defense in that first half. The result now lifting Pirates to 7th on the log, while the Mswenko boys remain near the relegation zone with 3 defeats from 4, but it is still early days for the newcomers. A little bit further afield, let's stay with footballing news. Substitute Jorgen Strand Larsen struck twice in 2 minutes to fire Wolves to a 3-2 League Cup win over West Ham at the Molineux to compound their worries this season. Rodrigo Gomez, he netted their opener before Lucas Paqueta and Thomas Susek. They turned the game for the visitors. But Larsen's late heroic sealing victory and, of course, piling yet more pressure on Hammers boss Graham Potter after another bruising defeat. It's going to take quite a lot to find some momentum this season. Now it's all going down in the world's last Grand Slam as we turn to tennis, and world number 1 Jannik Sinner launched his US Open title defense in style, absolutely crushing Vitor Kopriva in straight sets to begin his bid for back-to-back crowns. Then women's top seed Iga Swiatek was just as dominant, sweeping aside Emiliana Arango while setting a new record with her 65th consecutive first-round win. And Marta Koscheck, Amanda Anisimova and Beatrice Haddad-Maia also advancing through the round. Now we can get excited about the track again. Weltklasse Zurich hosts the Wanda Diamond League finale this week, and it is stacked. We've got Noah Lyles, Femke Bol, Karsten Volholm, Armand Duplantis headlining some blockbuster showdowns across the board. But of course, South Africa very well represented as well. Akana Simbine, Sean Maswanganyi, Bayanda Walaza. They're going to be sprinting in the men's 100 meters, while our indomitable Prudence Chekoriso and Zane van der Walt and Joanne Duplessis all chasing glory in their individual events. It is, as I said, going to be stacked. So we'll watch that space, but that's where we leave our sport for now. Start of a brand new day. I think all of us are hoping for maybe a beautiful new sunrise this morning, and I'm sure we'll get one of those views in just a moment, but let's see if there's any news and weather warnings to take in.
Absolutely, G-Man, we got you, and let's start off this first round of weather news. Now, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions across multiple regions. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution in the southeastern parts of the Northern Cape, the northwestern Free State, the eastern Cape, and the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, dry conditions combined with strong winds increase the risks of wildfires, posing threats to property, crops, and natural landscapes. Now, communities are advised to avoid open flames and ensure fire safety measures are in place. Now, as G-Man so alluded to, it's that time of the morning, our sunrise view of the hour. And we're heading to Gauteng for this one, Springs Gauteng. Look how good it's looking. It's looking like spring's ready to be sprung. And those clouds are just showing us the promise of beautiful color, bold sun coming through and giving 27 degrees of heat. So you're in for a treat today. And I can't thank you enough, Letty, for sending this picture through. It's absolutely beautiful. That's how we do it. And we'll do it all again in the next hour. The number is 063-036-9649. Share your sunrise with us wherever you are in the world, because right now we're going to share what temperatures you can expect on your side of the world. So enjoy.
I don't know what's going on here. Okay, but I feel like a third wheel already. Right? I don't know what's happened.
I was
in
going
our
to try and
previous
make like a
studio.
smart joke about Sandy copying all my work at school, but I got to be honest, she was an absolute genius. We went to school together, and I'm so excited you're here because you're using this gift for something incredible. AI is at the forefront here. We're talking about kids, but firstly, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah?
And thank you for having me. It's lovely to be here.
It is. It's exciting, man. I'm telling you, G.
You forget we know you as well, dude. So it doesn't matter what you would have told us. Yes, and in the midst of a crazy world, polarized, whether it's tech, whether it's the social spaces, it doesn't matter. Right now, we need to calm ourselves down. We meditate after this. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful people, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're opening up to all the magic and opening up to some very important conversation because we are currently in the future. Welcome to it. And of course, AI is literally everywhere. So from helping us shop to writing emails, this is the question we have for you this morning. How has AI made your day-to-day life easier? We want you to know, come through with a voice note. You can use the number 063-036-9649. Don't forget that hashtag Expresso Show. Or maybe show us a video, a picture, or something crazy that you've created that has helped you in life. But right now, I can see it working with our space that we work in terms of creating scripts, getting writing, being on the field. When you really are pressed for time, AI can really come through, but we've got to be careful with how we use this because it's a powerful tool and we're living in a powerful time where we really need to truly discern between fact and fiction. And I think this is what this conversation is about. So when I think about someone that I need to talk about this, I can think only about the biggest genius that I ever had in my life. And that was my old school friend, Sandy. And she's sitting on the couch with G right now. And hopefully we can figure out what is going on in the world of AI right now.
Literally, for a moment there, I thought he was pumping me up. I thought he was setting me up for the best segment ever. But yes, we have had to bring in the experts because I think all of us, certainly as parents, don't laugh too hard, buddy. We are terrified because everything is changing so quickly. AI isn't only in labs and headlines. The bottom line is, and we see it in our industry, it's already been there. It's been creeping into home feeds, into classrooms, how our kids search for answers, into their intellectual capability right now. For many South African families, this brings both, obviously, some great new shortcuts, but a whole lot of new risks as well, from slick homework helpers to some misleading results. And our guest, Sandy Newborn from Odin Education, works on the ground with schools and parents to build simple, safer digital habits. I love that. And her team helps schools that need support to get practical access to learning resources because there is a wealth there now, and shows teachers how to use the tools today. So we've set the context before we dive into 5 news stories where AI went wrong. And not to load a new fear, there is a very, I think, balanced argument to be waged here. Sandy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I think we kind of set this up. You're going to save us all right now and help us, because I think we're starting to feel, certainly the older generations and parents, that we're out of touch. We don't know where AI begins and ends right now. So maybe you can start as that jumping off point. How is it shaping our lives every day, especially when it comes to our learners and schools?
Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be here. So I think AI is more integrated into our lives than we realize. And I think our children are growing up with tools that shape their learning mindset that we don't actually even understand as parents. And I think it requires a big mindset shift for parents and teachers to firstly unconstrain our kids, because putting our limitations onto them in terms of our understanding of AI severely limits their ability to run with it.
Just like our generation when, hey, mouse and computer arrived, we get it. You know?
Exactly. But then, as you've also mentioned, it is our responsibility to also keep them safe and help them to use the AI responsibly and understand its limitations, and that AI is actually an input and not an output.
I love that. I'm going to stop you there for a second, because there is this terrifying kind of line in the sand that we seem to have crossed already, where we don't fully understand. We're asking something to do stuff for us, and we're not understanding how it is doing things. And it kind of feels like we're never going to be able to catch up because we're given it a level of intelligence. But what worries me more is the lack of intelligence being shown by those using AI and that damage. So is this about setting up a gateway to inform critical thinking before we give access to AI? How are you guys doing what you do within schools?
So what we do within schools is we provide an end-to-end solution, and it's not just about AI. It's about integrating, the standard curriculum, caps-aligned resources. There's a lot of really great platforms. Some of them are using AI. Some of them are, learning platforms that are adaptive and have been around for years, but have really great resources for kids. So it's about a holistic view of education, and it's about bringing AI into that, but not to the exclusion of, the original resources, the ways of thinking, teaching children adaptability, critical thinking, along with that digital literacy and the AI tools and how to use them.
Because when we get that balance right, you're unlocking limitless data plus critical thinking. And that, for me, is when you unlock the genius. When you don't have to spend years doing that research, you can spend seconds and you can release the critical thinking and the creativity. So I love that.
Exactly.
The flip side of the coin as well is that you can fast forward. We can take communities and schools that have been so disadvantaged and unplugged from the mainstream, and we can fast forward things. So how do you see AI shaping the bigger picture of education and helping us, because it is able to really, in quantum speed now, move us forward?
Correct. So, for example, we've got kids in 12 rural schools across the country, and having a device with access to the internet now with AI can basically provide them with a tutor in their pockets.
That's
a child
incredible,
from a family that's never been able to, have personal tutoring or private tutoring. A lot of them get left behind in class because they're too afraid to ask questions or, admit to not understanding something. AI can now provide the ability to coach them, to run through concepts that they can do at home in their own time that they would never have had access to previously.
And talk about releasing the genius. I absolutely love that. And things are balancing out faster. And I think young people in South Africa are certainly embracing that. We're becoming very tech savvy, and I love it. For a school parent, though, who might not feel that tech savvy, where do we begin when educating ourselves in the AI space, or maybe empowering ourselves in the AI space?
Yeah. So I think, my business partner runs workshops on AI specifically for parents and how to, help their kids and, what do's and don'ts and keeping them safe. But the most important thing that we tell people is just play. And we write it PLAI because the best thing that you can do is really get out there and see what the kids are using, understand what the tools are. And don't be afraid to kind of step out of your comfort zone and explore a little bit, because it's only through that exploration, which our kids do so naturally, that adults don't, that we begin to understand this world that we're stepping into and that we're trying to raise our children in.
I love it. Maybe you can answer the midlife crisis by learning to play again. Go and find yourself a sandbox. And in the digital space, there is a lot of sand to play in,
Correct.
even more so now. Not that we want to load a new fear. We have to approach this with all of the facts on the table. So we've singled out 5 stories, very real stories from late 24 coming into 2025, where AI warped the news from traffic swapping summaries to some hectic deep fakes, and just give you some fast checks to keep you family fact first, okay? An opportunity for us to start not just educating, but empowering ourselves with tools. It's a whole brave new world out there, and we can embrace it.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters. We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Having the most wonderful conversation with our incredible guest. Yes, Ryle did pump her up as the most intelligent person he knows. And so far, it is ringing true. This Women's Month, we are looking at practical ways to stay smart about AI in the news. And it helps that we've got an incredible guest exemplifying tech in SA right now. Sandy Newborn, Operations Manager at the incredible Odin Education, who works with schools and families, parents in particular, on digital literacy and safety. And she is here to unpack 5 recent stories where AI has harmed news quality, from skewed search summaries to some pretty hectic deep fakes. And we're going to look at what happened and what it means for how we verify headlines and video and think critically. So most importantly, she's going to share some interesting facts along the way. So thank you so much for going through this exercise. We don't want to fill people with doom and gloom, but we have to be absolutely clear that some crazy lines have been drawn now. So let's get into the first story. Anabot, an AI tutor. Okay, this is the backstory. A new AI tutor titled Anabot is giving learners on-demand academic support. It adapts to each learner's history, their interests, their style and level, like having a private tutor in your pocket, which makes sense, and without simply handing out answers. This sounds wonderful. Is this the model of new education, that we're going to be teaching ourselves with a digital tutor? Do we do away with teachers?
So we don't do away with teachers. Let
That
me
was
start
cheeky. I
by,
was just being
by
cheeky.
assuring teachers that we're not making their jobs redundant. But what it is, it's a learning companion, is what we call it, because it gives a child and indeed an adult, anyone who wants to learn something, the ability to learn without constraints. So you're not, you can self-pace, you can learn at your level, you can have a tutor that is constantly patient and that is personalized to your learning preferences.
Then measure your successes and see what worked and press those buttons again.
Yeah, it records your history and it understands your previous conversations, so that it knows what are you interested in. It can, relate a topic to something that is fascinating to you, which makes learning fun.
So I love it. Everything good about that. Is there the danger of the child's mind becoming more passive or disengaging because something else is doing the heavy thinking, the heavy lifting?
So in Odin Education, Anabot, which we've built it in a Socratic way, which means that it does not give the child answers. So if a child asks a direct question, it will guide and it will repeat questions back to the learner, so that the learner has to actually go along that process of understanding the concept themselves without getting the answer given to them.
I love it. I can see my son's frustrated eye roll when I do exactly the same thing with him. He's like, oh, Dad, I just wanted you to give me the answer, dude. I don't need to go and research, but I love that. Absolutely love that. Let's dive into our second story here, the 4th industrial revolution and future skills. We know that is where we are at right now, but it doesn't have to be too terrifying, or does it? The workplace is changing very fast with automation. We see it all around us all the time. AI, new industries being born, but schools, especially in South Africa, struggle to keep pace. So future-focused programs bridging that gap with 4IR courses to prepare learners for jobs that don't yet exist. How do we prepare our kids as parents with those chats? Is this the way of the world now, that we're going to have to wait for our kids to come to us to tell us what they want to do, and then we're going to go and have to research?
So I think it's important to realize that this is not a new concept. Jobs and industries and fields have been changing, and this is a progression of that.
At the rate of 25% a year in some industries.
Correct. And so what we've got to do is we've got to just bring that back to, their core understanding of how they learn, so that what they learn becomes easier to adapt and change. And in our system, we have everything centrally managed. So if there is a new technology, a new industry, a new resource, a new platform, we can seamlessly integrate that. And it goes through the same funnel, goes through the same controlled gateway, but gets to all the kids that have access to that.
I absolutely love that. And I use that word gateway because I think it just feels safe when so much is uncontrolled on the other side, to know that we've got that safe way through. I love that. Now, of course, our children are going to look and live in a very different world. AI natives is how we're going to title this one. Today's learners are growing up surrounded by AI in ways that we don't know, and I think often know more about it than we do as parents. But with the opportunity comes major concern. So how do we help our children use tech responsibly while still protecting their well-being? I'm saying in chat rooms, on games that are being hammered at the moment, thankfully. How do we keep them safe when they're probably going to have tools to break down security that we don't even know about?
Yeah. So we, at Odin Education, we firmly believe that, giving a child free access is detrimental. And we actually, to the point that we say, don't give your child a smartphone.
Yeah.
Because by giving your child access to the technology, you're also giving the technology access to your child.
Yeah.
And to change the way that they think. So we have a closed system. It's highly secure. We are whitelisting everything, which means that we choose what they get access to. And we're creating those guardrails so that we give them the opportunity to explore. There's hundreds of really great educational platforms, really great AI tools, and a lot of future tech skills that we put on there without compromising their safety and also their distraction factor.
Oh, completely, yeah. And undoing all of the learning that is actually happening within educational
Correct.
spaces. But moreover, and I'm going to thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart across all dimensions right now, however realities I'm existing in. Thank you for creating these safe gateways, but more importantly, the community around what you're doing within the educational space, because it's represented in a number of ways. Certainly here within the Western Cape, parents now have agency to learn and protect their children in the digital space like never before. So thank you so much. Yes, Ryle, she is the smartest kid in the school today, but then again, you know, I think the expectations were pretty low compared to us. Now, we absolutely love you. Thank you so much. I think we might have to bring her back at least once a week, but you can let us know on the socials. How do you feel about AI?
I'm just going to say thank you once again, Sandy, for getting me through high school. I really appreciate you because look where I am right now. But a great conversation nonetheless. And we're going to keep that theme of AI going because we asked you this question this morning. Obviously, AI is everywhere. So it's doing everything from helping us shop to writing emails. Our question was, how has AI made your day-to-day life easier? And we've already got some comments that have come through. So let's look at it. Tapelo Ntisa says, really good to see AI being used in so many ways. It's making life easier. So I think Tapelo's just kind of incorporating it everywhere, I think. I like that comment. Thank you so much. Next, we've got Ntando Somzana. Good morning. AI has made life easier in many ways, like helping me with reminders, calendar events, and email composition, grammar correction, and translation services. Nice. Well, keep it coming, Mzansi. We'd love to know how you are creatively or very functionally using AI in your life, and maybe you've got some advice for us. And keep it coming. The number's 0630369649. And we've got Mingur coming through. Well, Mingur's going to be doing something exceptional when it comes to meditation, but Alex Kunken is here to share more about this and also give us a beautiful session of meditation. So if you're ready to find your zen, then don't go anywhere. It's coming soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. And I was just joking that my mind is all over the place, considering AI and the boundaries that we've, never mind just kind of pushed through, that we left behind a long time ago.
bro. Wow.
It is, but the world is more polarized and crazy right now than ever, and I think we need to calm. And meditation master Yongey Myungor Rinpoche is in South Africa for his first full tour from the 27th of this month up until the 7th of September, bringing talks, bringing courses, and I think some much-needed retreats to Cape Town and Johannesburg in the craziest of times.
Absolutely. People, it's time to heal. So in studio right now, we're joined by Alex Kunken, who is ordained monk and a director of Tergar SA, to explore Rinpoche's unique blend of ancient wisdom, modern science, and life-changing meditation practices. Welcome officially, Alex. How are we doing this morning?
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. I know it's a vitally important time, so I hope you are taking a moment to be self-indulgent in these times, but that's not at all what you represent, because we are broadening the circle now in the most dramatic way globally and connecting people to an opportunity to heal. But why is this such, why are there shock waves in the most positive way spreading across the globe right now, and certainly here in South Africa? Why is everyone so excited? What does this opportunity represent?
So everyone wants to be happy, right?
Yeah.
We all want to be happy.
Yes, please.
Most of the time, we just don't know how to be happy. Or if we're happy for some time, we don't know how to create or sustain that true happiness, right?
Create a system of happiness.
Yeah, so this is an opportunity, literally the opportunity to meet in person the happiest man alive, according
Whoa.
to neuroscience research,
according
right?
to
So
maths.
Mingi Rinpoche, according to neuroscience research, was the happiest man alive, according to what they scanned in his brain activity during meditation over a period of years. So that's, I mean, it's not every day you get to meet the happiest man alive, right? So that's a big thing. And then the other thing is that just more and more our lives are just so busy, right? There's so much that we're doing all the time. And this is an opportunity to connect with someone who very genuinely can show us how to move from a state of doing all the time to just a state of being. You know, and that it's not something that we have to really try to find.
It's not a place to get to.
Yeah, it's just, it is actually there. What is the essence of that, right? And so this is a chance to connect with someone and in a very simple, real way, understand how we do that.
I love that. Make it
I
practical.
think this is,
I love
this
that.
is a beautiful opportunity, because not only are you selling happiness, because everybody's going to jump on board with that, but I think what is often a barrier to these talks of finding your zen, finding your peace, finding your happiness is meditation. And a lot of people feel like they're very distracted and can't get into that form of meditation. However, Rinpoche is bringing a unique way of making meditation more accessible for everyday people like us that are caught up in the hustle and bustle. How exactly is this going about? What is going on here?
So we have a lot of misconceptions about what meditation is, right? We think like it's, you know, we have to be sat like this, we have to be dressed like this, we have to have no thoughts, and it has to be completely zen and all of that stuff. Actually, it's not like that, actually. Mingi Rinpoche teaches very directly, very simply, a very profound meditation instruction. The essence of meditation is awareness, you know? And what is awareness? Awareness is with us all the time, because you can hear me talking right now. If I hold my hand up, right, you can see my hand, right? You can hear the click of that finger, right? That's knowing, that's awareness. It's there, okay? So it's about connecting with it. And this is something which we don't really have a lot of access to, you know? And so it's not about like stopping our thoughts, it's not about changing or
The reality,
chasing anything, you know, creating some kind of like special mental experience. It's just about being with awareness right now with things as they are. Yeah.
Just the feeling of stillness in our space, and believe it or not, because we live in a crazy energetic space, but it's often the calm, and I joke about the eye of the storm, but you find incredible things there. Incredible connections, human connections, a lack of self-judgment can be, so you can tap into a lot. What is the hope that people will leave with? If there was one thing that you'd be most grateful for those attending leaving with, what would that be?
I think first of all, an introduction to the essence of meditation. That is for sure. That's everyone will get that, right? So what the actual essence of meditation is, but also just the experience, the felt experience of being with someone who's actually realized that, what we're all looking for,
something.
right?
Yeah.
And able to actually just show us that actually it's there within us, and this kind of basic goodness, we have it, right? And so we don't have to keep looking for it outside of ourselves, we just have to recognize it. And I mean, that's the greatest gift I think that we could all receive, right? It's what we're all looking for. And so when someone actually points it out and it's like, oh, there it is, that's amazing.
And lives it as well. It's
Yeah.
not just preaching it, it is living it, exemplifying it in the most scientific way as well, which is mind-blowing. And I think a lot of us have seen those tests and memes going around the internet, but kind of to make it real in this sense and for South Africans to plug in, great. So we've got a couple of million South Africans right now wanting desperately to plug into this beautiful energy. Can you take us through a meditative exercise right now?
Sure.
I love that. Okay, what do you need from us?
Okay, so the first thing is the meditation posture, okay? So really, here the instruction of Minja Rinpoche is really, really simple, okay? So you sit, if you sit in a chair, your feet can be kind of parallel and under your knees in a relaxed way. You can have your hands on your knees. Just relax and really have a loosely straight spine. Okay, so meaning not like completely uptight and rigid. Okay, so just relaxed and loosely straight. Eyes can be closed. And everything else around that loosely straight spine to be as relaxed as possible. So really just take a moment to touch into relaxing around that loosely straight spine. And the next very important thing to do with a meditation posture is actually the mental posture. So here, we just let go of any expectation. So there's no need to meditate, right? We can just let go of that needing to create something special. And become aware of the sensation in the body, like the feet, the legs, even the buttocks, where it's connected with the chair, where it's connected with the grounds on which you're sat. So just feel those sensations. Just be aware. No need to create anything special, no need to chase after any kind of experience. Just be aware of the sensation in your feet where they are touching the ground. And be aware of the sensations in your legs, part of your legs that are in contact with the chair. Just feel those sensations, just to be aware. So now bring the awareness to the sensation in your hands. So all we have to do here is just know the feeling in the hands right now. And the feeling in the hands where the hands are connected with the knees, whatever part of the body they're touching, just to be aware. So you may have the experience of lots of thoughts coming. Just let them come. There's no need to stop them. No need to chase after them, and no need to feel frustrated. Just let them come, let them go, and bring the awareness back to the sensation in the hands. And now we become aware of the sensation in the abdomen connected with our breathing. So just be aware of the movement in the abdomen, just a moving up and down, an expansion and a contraction. And there's no need to change the breath. There's no need to control the breath. No need to slow it down. Just be aware. The moving in and out. And again, to be aware of the breath at the chest, at the lungs area now. It's just the expansion and the contraction. Again, no need to change the breath, no need to stop thoughts. Just return again and again to this present moment of awareness as we're breathing in and out. The in and out movement of the lungs. So now bring the awareness to the nostrils and see if you can be aware of the air moving in and out of the nostrils. And just as it passes in and when it passes out, no need to change the breath, no need to control the breath, just aware. So see if you can be aware of the sensation of the air on the skin. This is very subtle, but just be aware that there's some sensation as the air moves in and as the air moves out of the nostrils. On the upper lip, sometimes cool, sometimes warm.
Wow, we are going to, for the purposes of all of the viewers that are about to check out of their day for the rest of the day, say thank you, first of all, and sorry to cut you short, but it feels like we've actually been in that state for about 45 minutes.
Oh, bro, I don't even know how long that was. The time was irrelevant
But,
there.
yeah, but what really hit me was this notion of just doing away with the superfluous. And in that moment when you were addressing thoughts, kind of a torrent came, and in that second I was able to realize that it was exactly that, just a torrent of thoughts and not reality. Not yesterday, tomorrow, today, it's just thoughts flowing through my head. And once they had kind of washed over me, I could literally move on. That's amazing.
I have to echo the sentiment of just feeling like there's a lot of stuff in here.
Sure.
And there's stuff that's not needed, almost like irrelevant. And there's a blockage that it needs to kind of escape somehow. And the minute you bring us back to that presence of being able to breathe, it's almost like this moment of expelling something that you've now taken and excreted. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain that, but it feels so good. Thank you. Wow.
Oh, man, well, we will keep details up. Tickets still available, presumably?
Yeah, there's some events which are sold out, but we still have the Anytime, Anywhere meditation on the 5th and on the 6th and the 7th of September, and on the 5th of September at UCT we have a big Essence of Meditation event. Still tickets available, and yeah.
Plug into this. We're talking community today in a different level because of the purpose-driven, passionate connections that we share with each other. And whether it's in the tech space, whether it's within your own headspace, if you're wanting to break new ground, connect, find that community. And yes, meet the happiest man on earth. I think you might be a distant second, but you're definitely in the race. Absolutely love that. No, we'll see you after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. The smile on my face tells a lot. Obviously, I've got Teresa, one of my absolute favorites, sat beside me, but we went through a meditative exercise before the break, and it was mind-blowing. Just a few minutes to center ourselves, get rid of all the superfluous nonsense thoughts, and approach our day with focus. So please, if you can, take a few moments, just head onto our socials, get the lowdown, and try be mindful. And right now, I want you to focus on one particular woman because she exemplifies so much of what works on our show. She is a talented recipe developer, cookbook author, and a massive creative brain behind the popular blog Cupcakes and Couscous. Teresa Ollier joins us for a round of quick-fire questions before she heads into the kitchen for culinary hotline, and we've got a lot going on.
Yep.
But what I didn't mention there, what I love the most is you've taken your passion, your calling, and you've turned it into your career.
Yes.
And I think for this Women's Month exploration, shining a spotlight on women just breaking down barriers,
Yeah.
you've achieved something that a lot of women dream about doing, but don't have the guts to go and do. So
Yeah.
you're awesome from that
Oh,
perspective.
thank
and
you.
you exemplified that on the show. But
Thank you so
all
much.
of that is nonsense now because we're going to play a game of quick fire
I'm
questions.
ready, I'm ready.
And Teresa's a little bit nervous because you've got no
I don't have
spatula.
I know, I don't have a bench in front of me. I'm very, out of sorts.
But it's okay. This is a brave new era for you. You've got cookbooks
Yes.
out on the shelf, so we must embrace these new territories. Okay, so just honesty. That's all I want from you. Okay,
Fine, yeah.
and a quick answer.
Okay.
First question: 3 ingredients you always have in your kitchen.
Olive oil,
Nice.
fresh lemons, and a well-stocked spice cupboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't make sweet treats every single day, okay?
10 types of sugar.
Exactly, yeah, I was about to say a lot of caster sugar. First thing you ever learned to cook?
A chocolate cake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who taught you?
I think I taught myself. I'm embarrassed to say it was a microwave recipe, but we all have to start somewhere.
That was an era. There was a microwave era.
And I went
people.
through a stage where I made one every weekend for my family with the icing and everything, and then from there I was allowed to use the big oven. And
we would have taught ourselves from a cookbook because YouTube didn't exist back then. Okay, but that is amazing. I absolutely love it, and I'm sure your family still enjoy your chocolate cakes to this day. What is your favorite recipe in cupcakes and couscous right now? Because I know it must change.
It does, yeah. At the moment, I'm loving the mocha chia pudding. It's in the breakfast chapter. So you make it the night before, it's ready to go the next day, and you say, thank you to the person who made it the night before. Like, my breakfast
Yourself,
is ready.
it's a little self-gratitude ritual.
Exactly.
Did you see how the second you said that, I looked for Chef Clem's eyes, like, ooh, buddy, I hope you're making it today. Your go-to dinner when you've only got 20 minutes.
Pasta.
Okay.
Do a nice little homemade tomato sauce, bit of pesto on top, bit of parmesan, very quick and easy.
How does that take you 20 minutes? I did that last night for my kids. It
Literally.
took me like 2.5 hours was the quick option.
Got to have some tinned tomatoes in the cupboard.
Oh, you see, I roasted
That's
my
the trick.
tomatoes down. Okay, I've learned too
That's
much
the
from
proper
you.
way.
Ooh, what's a food trend you secretly can't stand?
Well, it's not so secret now, but I'm going to say it. Matcha.
Matcha, really? I'm not a fan of the taste. I like what it supposedly does for you, but
Exactly. The taste, it isn't for me. Maybe I must try it again, but
this
a no
coming from
me.
the queen of
I'm
sweet
sorry.
things and cupcakes, I can understand. Okay, she's struggling to figure out how to make it super sweet. One kitchen tool you can't do without.
definitely my chef's knife.
Okay,
It
yeah,
is-
for
it's
sure.
the basic, yeah. But I do love my mixer, my stand mixer as well.
Okay.
my
Yeah,
other
no,
baby,
for
my
me,
other baby.
yeah, and everyone looks after their chef's knife, and I love it. It's like a mark of. The one dish that you make that always impresses your guests, whether it's your family, whether it's a newcomer.
I think the homemade birthday cakes. I am a baker, and when I do cupcakes or cakes for the kids' birthdays or family birthdays, it usually gets a bit of a wow. My cakes aren't perfect, but people
How
love
do
them.
the others, really, honestly, how do the other mothers feel about you being able to bake as well?
I don't-
Are there
yeah,
moments? Do
they're like-
parents talk to you when you do school pickup?
Yeah.
Or do they avoid you?
they're like, well, I
Or
can't
do they
that.
only talk to you when they've got an upcoming party and they need a plug-in?
Help. Yeah, I need a recipe.
This one tells a lot about you because it speaks to me as well. Street food or fine dining?
Oh, that is so difficult. Let's
Would
go
it-
street food because it's authentic. It's a bit of an adventure, but I love a fine dining experience.
I know,
So, bit of both.
And where would that street food or that fine dining be taking place? What country?
Okay, places I haven't been. I would love to go to Japan for a culinary adventure, or otherwise somewhere like Bangkok.
Yeah, I fear
That's
you.
up there. I would love to do that.
If I had to lock you in a room and say you're only allowed to eat one thing forevermore, what would that go to that never fails for you?
I never ever get sick of sushi. I could
Really?
eat sushi till the cows come home. I don't think I will ever be sick of it.
Expensive girl, hey? But don't worry, she makes her own desserts. She comes with free confectionery as well. It's absolutely brilliant. That being said, you are here as our culinary genius this morning. I know Chef Clem is chomping at the bit. What are we making in the kitchen today?
We are making a beautiful sweet potato and butternut curry. It's a lovely vegan comforting dish. We're doing a creamy mushroom orzo.
Wow.
Which is, yeah, we're going for autumn comfort here.
I love that.
And then, just for you, we're doing triple chocolate molten brownie pots.
Whole pots of brownie.
Hold on to your seats, yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, here's the good news. If you want to emulate that and you can cook along with us, we are going to be giving you guys the opportunity to win yourself that gorgeous new, well, it's not so new, but I think for a lot of us who haven't discovered her brilliance, it's an opportunity to look at savory and sweet in a completely different light. I always call her the queen of our sweet treats, but she's got some savory bangers in there as well. And we're going to try our hand in the culinary hotline in just a moment.
Oh yes, the ting 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 is coming your way in just a bit of Mzansi. I hope that hyped you up. And we are at 1 minute to the hour, so pretty much perfect timing for us to commence with official duties once again. So let's dive into it and start with national headlines. Now, the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the police and justice system will not begin as scheduled. Now, Chairperson Judge Mbuyisile Mandlanga confirmed sessions will no longer start on Monday due to procurement failures at the Department of Justice. Now, Minister Mamoloko Kubai explained that the commission can only commence once the necessary infrastructure has been finalized. Now, she added that disciplinary action will be taken against senior officials, including the Director General and Head of Communication Technology, who are held responsible for delays in procurement processes. Well, next up in the local headlines, housebreaking remains the top household crime in South Africa, affecting 1.5 million of families, though many incidents go unreported. Now, home robberies and personal theft continue to challenge residents, keeping safety concerns in the spotlight. Now, most people feel safe during the day, but far fewer at night, and especially when it comes to women. Now, experiences of crime and perceptions of security vary sharply across provinces, showing stark regional differences. Now, while some areas report greater safety, others highlight ongoing risks, underscoring the need for vigilance and stronger community, as well as police responses nationwide. Well, we move to international headlines next, and officials from Iran and the E3 countries, Britain, France, and Germany, met in Geneva to discuss potential sanctions if Iran fails to limit uranium enrichment and cooperate with International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors. Now, Tehran says it will do everything to prevent sanctions, and the talks and diplomatic actions mark a tense period in international efforts to monitor nuclear activities. Now, meanwhile, Australia expelled the Iranian ambassador, accusing Iran's Revolutionary Guard of orchestrating anti-Semitic attacks in Melbourne and Sydney, including last year's synagogue and restaurant attacks. Now, Iran denies the allegations. Next up, the skull of Malagasy King Tuara, killed by French troops during a colonial-era war in 1897, has been formally returned to Madagascar. Now, the handover took place at Paris's Culture Ministry under a new law expediting the return of human remains from French collections. Now, the skulls, kept at the Museum of Natural History for over 120 years, were part of colonial-era collections, taken under circumstances that violated human dignity. Now, Madagascar's Culture Minister called the return a significant gesture, and that for the nation and the king's descendants. Now, lastly in this headline, Peanut, the red-eared slider with her famous figure-8 shell, just celebrated her 41st birthday at the Powder Valley Conservation Nature Center in Missouri in the U.S. Now, as a hatchling in 1984, she slipped into a plastic six-pack ring that never broke away. Now, this was what shaped her shell into the peanut-like curve that she's now representing today. And rescued by the Missouri Department of Conservation, Peanut transformed from victim to icon, inspiring awareness about litter's dangers to wildlife. Now, her birthday party included crafts, coloring, and pledges to keep nature clean. And once harmed by plastic, Peanut now uses her uniqueness as a superpower, reminding everyone that even challenges can spark change and protect our planet. Well, here's to Peanut saving us all and representing the change that we all need in our world. And speaking of change, let's hopefully see what's changing the tables when it comes to all things sport. And here's G-Man with the latest.
Like butter, sliding into a new reality. And yes, there has been a bit of a shift in the points table. Let's start there locally. And Orlando Pirates. Yes, Brian, I don't omit Orlando Pirates from the news. Newly promoted Orbit College 1-0 at Orlando Stadium for their second win of the Betway Premiership season. Lebone Siema's thunderous volley in the 56th minute. Absolute cracker, proving the difference after the Buccaneers admittedly struggled to break down Orbit's defense. They put in a good showing. Now the result lifts Pirates to 7th on the log, while the Mswenko boys, they remain near that relegation zone with 3 defeats from 4. But they are showing a lot of heart, so I think watch that space. A little further afield, but staying with football, substitute Jorgen Strandlarsen struck twice in 2 minutes to fire Wolves to an incredible 3-2 League Cup win over an embattled West Ham at the Molineux. Rodrigo Gomez netting their opener before Lucas Paqueta and Thomas Susek turned the game for the visitors. But Larsen's late heroic sealing victory and, of course, piling more pressure on Hammers boss Graham Potter, another bruising defeat for him. Now let's get on to the year's final Grand Slam, and it's lining up beautifully. The world #1 at the moment, Jannik Sinner, he launched his US Open title defense in style, absolutely crushing Vit Kopriva in straight sets to begin his bid for back-to-back crowns. Women's top seed, Iga Swiatek, also just as dominant, sweeping aside Emiliana Orango while setting a new record with her 65th consecutive first-round win. Shots have been fired. Marta Kostyuk, Amanda Anisimova, and Beatrice Haddad-Meyer also advancing to the next round. Now, let's get excited about the track. This weekend is big. Weltklasse Zurich hosts the Wonder Diamond League finale this entire week, building up to the weekend. And listen to these names: Noah Lyles, Femke Bol, Karsten Warholm, and the great Armand Duplantis headlining blockbuster showdowns across the field. But we've got South Africa well represented as well. Akani Simbine, Sean Maswangani, and Bayanda Walaza sprinting for the men's 100-meter title, while Prudence Sekhodisho and Zane van der Walt and Joanne Duplessis all chasing glory and a lot of money in their events. So we certainly wish them well. No DNA, only RSA this weekend, and we are here for that. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's catch up on the roads.
Yep, and I think many of you are heading out the roads right now, so let's see how we can assist you. We're going to start in Centurion, Gauteng, and motorists traveling on the N1 southbound near Samrand Avenue should anticipate significant delays due to an accident impacting the right lane. And that's with the back of queue at Brakfontein interchange. So please proceed carefully and make use of an alternative route to avoid this serious traffic jam taking place right now. Well, from Gauteng, we move to Cape Town, and in Athlone, there seems to be congestion on the N2 inbound, and that's at Jake's Gerwel in Drive, and it's resulting in slow-moving traffic. Now, delays are expected, so do allow for added travel time, and wherever you are headed this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's dive once again into the world of weather. And once again, reporting from the world of weather, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions across multiple regions. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution in the southeastern parts of the Northern Cape, the northwestern parts of the Free State, the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape, and the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, dry conditions combined with strong winds increase the risk of wildfires, posing threats to property, crops, and natural landscapes. Now, communities are advised to avoid open flames and ensure fire safety measures are in place. Well, once again, it's time to put a smile on your dial, I hope, because it's that moment. Our sunrise view of the hour. And let's head over to GQ Becha, and Devashan has come through with some art. a beautiful moment. This is that pre-burn. That's what I like to call it. Pre-burn before the sun even comes up. It starts to just illuminate the sky, hitting up with those amber clouds, amber colors, sorry. But wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much for this picture. 21 degrees is what you can expect in Berga this morning, and absolutely loving these sunrise views. We've got one more round to come through. The number's 0630369649. Let's see if you can top these pictures, because already they've been absolutely exceptional. And hopefully exceptional weather is expected on your side of town. So let's look at the temperatures that you can expect.
Well, first of all, thank you, Uppies. We'll take that 32 and we'll bank it as being our first tip towards spring. And thank you for this gorgeous, I'm going to call it almost sunrise view. It's nice to know there are people waking up at the same time as us before the sun wakes up. But what a way to start your day. I like to think of it as a head start. If you can beat this, give it a go. Shoot your shot. Send us a pic. We'd love to see what that looks like out your window. And we don't mind a selfie with a cup of coffee in hand. And we will repay you with some very good karma if you make our day. How about this? If you make your move and you play your Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today, 53 million rand is waiting in that jackpot this Wednesday. So what are you waiting for? Please go and play Lotto for an estimated 41 million. Lotto Plus 1, 9 million rand today. And Lotto Plus 2, 3 million rand in the kitty, estimated today. So go and get your tickets in store as soon as they open. You can do it online, nationallottery.co.za. That's their website. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can just dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. I know people are really superstitious, so you have your way of doing it. Just go and do that. Lean into it. And if you need a reminder of any of those details, head to the Expresso socials and just make sure you put yourself in the running to win big by playing your Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 53 million rand sitting in that jackpot today. Good luck.
And I'm feeling like I hit the jackpot right now, because we've seen her under pressure, but now she's back in a safe place in the kitchen. And hopefully you can also get your hands on this, because I've got this in my hands, Cupcakes and Couscous. This is Teresa's new book, and it's showing you so many exceptional recipes. And I have officially found what's coming up next. We've got a sweet potato and butternut curry, and it's going to be delicious,
It's
right?
gonna be amazing.
Also, there is promise for opportunity for you to get your hands on this book as well. So, Mzansi, all you got to do is stick around, and the magic clearly is ready, standing by to serve you. See you soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. My name is Clem Pedram. Welcome to. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
Now, it's no surprise you already know who's in the kitchen with me. Teresa is here to, and she promises, we are going to be served the most amazing 3 courses this morning, starting off with an amazing sweet potato and butternut curry. Teresa, the
Yes.
book, stunning, always.
Thank
It's as we expected. Very, very
you.
excited that we're starting off on our savory note this morning.
Yes, yes.
And it's a vegetarian curry.
Yes.
I've kind of...
Vegan, in fact.
Vegan.
Yes,
Oh,
vegan
nice.
friendly, yeah.
So, big thing, like me being the meat guy that does a lot of meat, I've kind of become a flexitarian, and I'm only eating meat about thrice a week.
Yeah.
So, like, this kind of meal, right up my alley, and I
It's
like that we're kind of
brilliant.
giving people tips and tricks how to
Yes.
maximize flavor without meat. At home, if you do want to get a hand on one of these amazing books, Cupcake and Couscous, from my kitchen to yours, all you have to do is send us a voice note to 063-036-9649. But not just any random voice note. I would like to hear your biggest kitchen disasters, okay? And this is a safe space. We won't say your name. Maybe we will. I don't know. Biggest kitchen disasters or proudest kitchen moments. Send us those voice notes through, and you could be the winner of one of these 3 amazing cookbooks. Teresa, things are looking good, smelling amazing.
Yes,
We haven't even
yes.
started cooking yet.
Okay.
So let's talk about our curry.
Yes. So it's such a satisfying curry. You were talking about not having meat. This is going to hit the spot. You won't even miss it.
Nice.
And we've got a lot of spice, a lot of flavor going on here. So we've got some olive oil in the pan, and all our aromatics are going to go into that.
There's one thing Ryle taught me, like way back in the beginning when we started working together. You
Yes.
said spices are always a great addition to food because they have no calories. And it's something
can-
that
you can
I
pile
laughed.
them in.
I did laugh at the time, but then I thought about it, but he's actually right.
It's so true.
So if you're trying to build on flavor, and especially if you're trying to be conscious about the way you're eating, a great way to add maximum flavor is spices.
It's the spices, absolutely. And I said in the interview, a well-stocked spice cupboard is my essential, and that's why.
You don't
just-
get, South Africa, you don't know this, but Ralph's standing around the corner, the biggest smile on his face that he taught me about a cooking thing.
Yeah.
Love that, man. Love that, man.
All right, so we've got some curry powder, some garam masala, some turmeric. We're going to put some garlic and ginger in there. Such a great combo.
I feel like I'm not doing anything, but I like this. I like just watching as well.
No, relax, enjoy. We've got some chili flakes, and you can smell that already. It's just a beautiful, beautiful aroma. Then we've got some butternut and some sweet potato cubes.
I like that you get the skin on the sweet potatoes.
I like that.
I find like if you take
Just
the
give them a
skin
scrub.
off, they actually disintegrate into
Yeah.
a sauce or into a dish.
Totally.
And
You
plus
want to
we
keep
know-
them intact.
Yeah, and plus we know the
Yeah.
extra nutrients in the skin.
Exactly. Obviously, just give them a very good scrub. You don't want any of that dirt on there. And we're going to toss those in our spices.
Nice.
So it's going to coat them beautifully and just cook that off for a couple of minutes.
I do like the fact that I'm looking at the ingredients that you're using. This would be a great dish to prep like even the day before or in
Absolutely.
bulk.
Yes.
Because
Definitely.
like it's only going to keep on getting better with the spices that's in there. And I see we're
Absolutely.
using coconut milk.
Coconut milk, yes.
Love that.
Complements it so beautifully.
And that's because we're focusing on making this vegan.
That's
But it's
right.
also like bringing through that coconut flavor and
yes,
that creaminess.
and the creaminess, that's the
Oh,
main
I
thing. Yeah.
love that.
It will definitely taste even better the next day. So I can highly recommend this as, you know, for your meal prep. You can pop it in the freezer. It's a great dish. And it's one of those dishes I call a hands-off dish. Once everything is in the pot, you can walk away and it just cooks itself.
Nice.
Nice and easy for the week.
What we're doing is kind of really, really important, talking about meal prepping. So even me, as a chef, I don't cook every day at home.
Yeah.
I mean, when we finish working, sometimes it's like 9 o'clock at night. I am not
Yeah.
switching on a stove at 9 o'clock at night.
That's right.
But when it comes to preparation, if you are prepared and it comes to past 9 o'clock, you've got something in the fridge ready to go. And this is a dish
Absolutely.
that I really think people need to pay attention to, because meal prep doesn't only save you time, it saves you money. Guys, I did a
Exactly.
little stock take on like, and every now and then you do the little order for a meal, and you think, oh, that's not a lot of money, but at the end of the month, you total it up and you're like,
I spent that much?
What?
Exactly.
and all of that
I
is
agree.
avoidable with Teresa's cookbook.
Woohoo!
All of that is avoidable with
Absolutely.
preparation.
Yeah, I do the same. You know, I've got kids who are getting older. They have very busy schedules. Some nights we only get home at 8 o'clock, and that is too late to start cooking. So I will do, for example, a big meal on Monday that I can then stretch into the week. You know, a big pot of mince or veggies or something like that. And then supper is ready to go when everyone's home. It's, yeah, I completely understand. You can't always cook every single day.
And we're talking about, I'm going to stay on this track now. So also another thing that I've found is really a great way to save money, and especially when it comes to meal prepping, is buying whole vegetables. I think we've become so accustomed to assuming vegetables come in a plastic bag, already chopped and prepped for us.
Yeah,
When was the last time you actually bought a whole butternut? Like, honestly. But when you do, and when you meal prepping that way, buying whole ingredients, that's when you actually save as well. So I love that idea. And we're using all the vegetables.
And great for a dish like this. It's absolutely perfect. So what I've added in here is some chopped tomatoes, the coconut milk that we were talking about, and a little bit of water. And that you're going to bring to a boil, lower the heat, and let it simmer for about half an hour.
And I get that's a part where you said kind of you get everything going, and you can kind of forget about it.
And you can forget about it. Stir it every now and then. And you can use a sharp knife just to test it in about half an hour. The butternut and the potato will be lovely and tender, and then you know you're good to go. The sauce will be thick, super easy.
I've got the first part of your cookbook in front of me, the couscous.
The couscous,
I've got couscous here, and I love working with couscous because you don't cook couscous. It kind of just does its own thing.
Does its own thing, and it's so versatile. You can add your favorite flavors. So that you want to do in the last sort of 10 minutes of the curry cooking time. You're going to cook, well, use some vegetable stock with your couscous.
Which we've got.
Adds
All
a bit
done
of
is just
flavor.
heated that up.
Nice and hot.
And then the herbs. So do we do the herbs at the end? Do you do the herbs at the end? Okay,
yes.
perfect. So I'm going to let this steep along. While this is steeping, we've got a voice note from Dolores. Dolores, I'm so interested to hear about your potential kitchen disaster or kitchen win. Let's go, Dolores.
Good morning, Expresso family. My biggest kitchen fail was when I added salt instead of sugar. Anyway, Teresa, I hope your cookbook will help me in my kitchen and for me to become excellent. Have yourselves an awesome day, fam. Bye.
Dolores.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Of course.
I hope my husband won't mind. So we have a jar of herbal salt in our kitchen, which looks slightly similar to cinnamon sugar. So my son made pancakes about 2 weeks ago. My husband was very excited. He sprinkled his cinnamon sugar over the pancake. Turned out it was herbal salt. So my daughter made a little jar for the label for the jar, and it says, "This is salt, Dad, not cinnamon."
Oh, Dad.
So it happens
It
to
happens.
the best of us.
It does. And I'm very happy to say that we've got so many more phone calls coming through. Dolores opened up the chat. People are feeling safe. So in the second part, when we come back, we're going to talk about all these other voice notes coming through. And I want to maybe share some of mine. I don't have any. I don't make mistakes.
Not us, no.
Peace out. See you in a bit.
This guy's stealing my secrets. You see my spice secret he stole? The zero-calorie spice secret, man. We're going to add that in on a new cookbook coming soon.
I'm sorry, after you brought in our very intellectual guest this morning and said that you had taught her everything we know, I don't believe a word coming out of your mouth anymore, my friend. Luckily, as Chef Clem said, it's a safe place. We can all learn, we can all ask questions, and there are no silly questions and no stupid mistakes in the kitchen. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Simple as that.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So now, if you love a good bargain and even better shopping experience from the kitchen, we head somewhere else. We're going to be going to something that you love. This is Mr. DIY, who has officially landed at Irene Village Mall, and with their always low prices promise on thousands of must-have. I think this is a no wonder baskets are already overflowing. If you were there, you'd see it. It's just full.
And I think I'm going to add another feather to her cap. Kutle stopped by to explore the brand new store. It's still got that new store smell, to chat with this amazing team about what makes this particular spot a shopper's dream. Let's find out.
Something big is landing in Irene, and it's got all of South Africa talking. With over 4,000 stores worldwide, the iconic Mr. DIY is now open right here at Irene Village Mall. I'm here to dive into the incredible product range, chat to the amazing people behind the brand, and of course, find out why shoppers are walking away with big smiles and full baskets. My first impression walking into Mr. DIY store today is just how bright it is, how welcoming and inviting it truly is, and the warm welcome you receive from the staff. Apart from that, the main thing is the product range that they have and they offer here in store. I cannot wait to see and explore what they have to offer. Jamie, it's such a pleasure to meet you. We're here to talk all things Mr. DIY, it being the global giant that it is and making its way to South Africa. Why do you think that Mzansi was the next big and best move for the brand?
Well, we're 14 countries globally now, South Africa being the 14th country. Over 4,000 stores. There's an opportunity for a good value retailer in South Africa, and we hope to fill that gap. We can offer our customers some fantastic prices, great convenient locations around the country, and yeah, really add value to the retail shopper in South Africa. And it's kind of a store that you sometimes don't know that you needed it until you actually see it. We look forward to spreading the Mr. DIY brand around the country.
Refilwe, with so many retailers out there, what would you say makes Mr. DIY stand out from the rest?
Our product ranges, our low pricing, and it's a family store. So whoever comes to our store, mom, dad, granddad, the kids, everybody has an aisle to shop in.
My first impression by walking into Mr. DIY today was phenomenal. The prices are unbeatable and really good quality products.
This month is the grand opening. Can you please tell us more about that and what we can expect?
So our grand opening is in Irony, from the 30th to the 31st of August. We are going big, yellow big, like our logo. We'll be hosting families. We'll be giving gifts when you purchase. There'll be hampers. So everybody must come, family, friends, our DIY beauty queens. And we're gonna have our famous mascot, Pandai, that will be entertaining the kids as well. We'll have face paints that will be happening, balloons, you name it. We'll have a kids section inside of the store.
Can you please walk us through the entire experience? What can shoppers expect when they walk through these doors?
Quickly, we've got a variety of products. We're a treasure trove with over 17,000 products.
Wow.
Our friendly staff will make every visit a breeze, friendly, fun-friendly, family-oriented vibe. It's literally a one-stop shop for every South African home. We've got toys, tools, and all your home essentials, and whatever you can think of, we possibly have.
It sounds like there's something for everyone. But I want to find out from you, Naledi, what are your top 3 product picks that you know South Africans will love and enjoy?
Hey, that's a fun one. Top 3, first thing would be this bag that I have on.
Ooh.
It's sturdy, convenient, perfect for work or even a night out. There are these mini brass stands that we have, which will be perfect for our brand lover community.
Yes.
Then lastly, we've got these cute desk dustbins.
Okay.
A variety in different sizes, so those are one of my favorites as well.
My favorite part about working in Mr. DIY, they have a good quality and the product is going variety. So you can do each and everything. You can get everything in our store.
My favorite part about working here at Mr. DIY is interacting with customers, meeting new faces every day, and helping them with their problems.
My first expression about the store was how it looked, how inviting it was, and how welcoming they were.
Today, I'll definitely be leaving with some pillows for my couch and my bed. Secondly, definitely the photo frames. Love the photo frames.
Today, I'm gonna definitely leave with cushions for my couches, some pet food, and also for something for the bathroom.
South African shoppers are gonna love the prices here. It's totally unbeatable.
The 3 products I am definitely leaving with today. Number 1 has to be a sports bag for when I am feeling very sporty and I want to go to the gym. Secondly, the makeup. They've got some nice makeup products in store, and if you know me, you know that I love looking good. And finally, the garden accessories to really work at improving my green skills. A global brand with a local heart. Do not miss out on the grand opening weekend happening on the 30th and 31st of August right here at Mr. DIY Irene Village Mall with lots and lots of surprises and giveaways in store. So come, shop, explore and experience the magic yourself.
Mr. DIY.
Yo. my
I like
new
the sound of that, eh?
I think this is going to be my new favorite place. You guys want to find me anywhere? You know where I'll be. Mr. DIY, baby.
I know, but you don't get to call yourself Mr. DIY, okay?
Not
Because
yet.
officially someone else has paid for the name. Absolutely love it, and I think they really are set to shake up the local shopping scene, as we can see from our queen. So don't miss out. The grand opening weekend kicks off 30th and 31st of August. Pop in, join the celebrations, and of course, score those always low prices.
Yeah, always low prices, but always good entertainment. And we brought in Nigeria's finest, because landing on our Expresso front is Aussie, all the way from Nigeria, baby. And I cannot wait to find out more about this beautiful soul.
And then a creamy mushroom orzo in the culinary hotline.
Ting, 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 ting.
See you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, what is happening? Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up to incredible conversation and even better talent, because right now we welcome Aussie Grace. This is our Nigerian-born, UK-based artist making serious waves in R&B and Afro soul with global playlist support and a raw, soulful sound. Now, she's in South Africa right now, and we're about to get to know her. So before we even celebrate, before we even talk, let's take a sneak peek at her talent with a song called Ocean. I love this title.
Baby, I'm not here for games. I just wanna love you. I just wanna I just wanna love you.
Oh, I'm going to say it again like that. Like that. Like, oh my word. And what I love the most is Aussie is loving it the most. Can we get a round of applause for the superstar? I'm sorry, we suddenly got a studio audience out of nowhere. We never have a studio audience, but I love it, man.
For this one.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on where you're at.
Thank you.
Because it feels like there's something special brewing around you right now. But thank you for being in Cape Town.
Thank you. Like I was just saying, it's been my dream destination for a long time. So like I'm glad to be here.
Welcome home. I'm going to say,
you know what?
I'm going to cause trouble today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And welcome to like living out your dream. I think that just stands to the reason as to why you traveled across an entire continent to share your talent and your magic with us. So we are absolutely grateful for you being here.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm more grateful. Thank you.
I am finding these days musicians are the most mentally well-balanced people on the planet, because you get to process what you're doing. And I think we lean into your emotional language.
You know what? Actually, yeah, we get to process.
You see, and you sing it so that all of us can process as well. So thank you for that as well.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly. Yeah. I'm your therapist, aren't I?
And I don't want you to carry all of us on your shoulders, but you do a pretty good job, okay? Because you are tapping into something beautiful at the moment. And I hope it feels like that for you. When you hear your music and it's good, It is good. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about listening to it, so that's a powerful thing. How does that make you feel? Does it all come to bear, or is it just like, okay, I've got it right, let's look forward?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, okay, you've done this, move on. But then it's things like this that just brings me back, and it's like, okay, actually, you know what, I think I did something right.
Yeah.
When people listen to my music and they're like, oh my gosh, it takes me back to something, I feel better about something, I feel good about something. It just makes me feel like, you know what, I feel like you're doing something positive in the world, so yeah.
And listening to this music, or more importantly, feeling this music, it is a good feel. It does have that therapeutic resonation. Like, people are experiencing what you are expressing, and I love that about you. And not just with the song Ocean, but we've got another single to celebrate right now. I believe it's titled F.A. or Fa? Far. What does that mean? Like, we've come so far.
Do you want to? I can slap him if you want, or do you want to lean across and slap him?
I try to avoid violence as much as possible.
Thank you.
Although he's tempting me. he's tempting me. But Far is the more playful part of this project. I think because I'm such a... I like to tell stories. Like, it's not like Far doesn't have a story, but, you know, it's more playful. It's not like you can look up Far in the dictionary and you're going to say it means walking a dog. No. It's like, Far is literally, it's a vibe. It's the vibe. It's more of Nigeria. Nigeria is just full of vibes all the time. So I wanted something more playful, more, you know...
It's more of a vibe check song.
Yeah, more of a
Let's just bring everyone onto the same
You know what I'm saying? It's
table,
like, you know what? I'm connecting with you, you're connecting with me. Let's see how far...
we can take it. You see, now it's done.
We can work with this.
I'm sorry, but I should have warned you, because we've only seen, this is called the manifestation station, and it normally works for good.
Yeah?
But it might have just worked for bad. We might have manifested the wrong thing entirely.
I feel like, when, you know what, I hate the fact that you did that to me.
And now please can you hashtag it and make it a thing. Now, you, I don't think, have a choice. You've got to live out a duality in your own lived experience of life. How does that play out in your musical kind of sensibilities? Because obviously you're very proud of Nigeria and what kind of gave you so much of who you are, but there is a very defined UK experience, lived experience as well. How does that kind of journey inform the music?
I think it's helped me.
Really?
Yeah, because Nigeria can be very limiting. Very, very limiting, from education to just knowledge of a lot of things, because it's like, it's not like things don't come into the country, but it's like sometimes things are a bit slower paced. And
it's a
like,
socio-economic thing as well.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, there's just certain things that even in school we experience later on than, you know, other countries like the UK when I compare and everything. And it's like I got to experience a culture outside of Nigeria. I got to see that certain things and certain lifestyles, you know, even government-wise, isn't normal. You know, the constant hustle and bustle and scamming and stuff that is like normal in Nigeria. So it's fine. You know, like you go to other countries and like, that's not fine.
It's not actually normal.
You know, because we take that into relationships, we take that into family and everything, and everybody's like, no.
Because there's trauma there as well.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, getting to experience things, it opened my mind up a bit, and it's made me the kind of person that I'm like, you know what? Don't say no to something, try it first. And it's like, even though you've grown up living this way, it may feel unnatural, but like, try. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fact that my parents exposed me to learning different cultures and also trying it. It's okay if you don't like it sometimes, but like, try.
But they also found the balance of keeping you very grounded through this. You're a cool kid. You come with a lot of cool, I'm going to say.
It's
okay,
official.
You're making us feel very uncool.
It's official.
So I think let's take that to...
Hey. Hey, guys.
Cool. I'm just going to say it's okay.
Guys.
You're going to go far.
Oh,
okay,
thank you so
I'm
much.
just saying it. No, in fact, you aren't going to go too far. We're going to send you off to your performance space so
I feel
you
like
can
I keep
get
hearing
comfortable.
far all the time. Are you guys...
Well, it's now become our favorite word.
What are you guys doing right here, right? Is this did you plan
It's
this?
not us, it's our director. It's our script writer. It's bring it to us. You can go and make yourself comfortable in that beautiful space. And we cannot wait to plug into that creative genius. She is amazing, and she is a lot cooler than us. Don't you hate it when guests sit down and they just make us look
You can feel
mundane?
the swag and you can feel the energy from artists out here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I think that translates to the screens as well. So right now, standing by to give you some of that Nigerian flavor and some of that worldly, incredible talent, we've got Ossie standing by right now and ready to serve you. Let's go.
Hey guys, my name is Ossie Grace, and I'm about to perform my new single for you. It's called Far. Sit back and enjoy.
Stop teasing with you. You're gonna hurt somebody. Stop teasing with you. You're gonna come closer. Closer. So we can. So we. It's pretty cold outside. Don't wanna be alone inside. So how about tonight? How about tonight? How about to? We take it far, baby, way too far. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. So we stop teasing with your body. You're gonna hurt somebody. Stop teasing with your body. You gotta come closer. Closer. So we can. So we. Yeah. Well. So we.
Yes.
Aussie in the building! We've done it, living our dreams. We just performed live on South African national TV. How did that one feel?
You know what? Yeah, it was fine. I was performing, I was thinking about you, I was like, I was like, no. No.
Good inception. Listen, we're out here having
I was
fun.
like-
And that means that we've sunken into you. So South Africa has officially gotten a hold of Nigeria's finest, and Aussie's not going anywhere, Mzansi. We get to celebrate this incredible talent and that range you have from the depth to the highs. Hey, we got control. We are master.
I heard.
Well, listen, don't go anywhere, Mzansi. This beautiful soul's not going anywhere either. We've got entertainment, good food, and good discussions coming your way. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're back in the kitchen. I just want to say thank you, South Africa, for opening up your heart and sending us those voice notes. We appreciate the fact that you're sharing with us. You're sharing with us. Now, earlier we started that amazing sweet potato and butternut curry. It is looking good. It is smelling Amazing. Okay, so that's handled. That's handled. If you still want to get your voice notes through to stand a chance to win one of 3 amazing copies of I'm going to say a swear word. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say a swear word. It's cupcakes and couscous from my kitchen to yours. If you'd like to win one of 3 copies, please send a voice note through to us on that number 063 036 9649. And we want to hear your biggest kitchen fails, or you're done.
Let's start over.
At least for me, if it was a savory dish, if it was a curry or a stew, there's a hack that, grandparents used to tell me, but it actually does work. Just putting a peeled potato in there, and the potato sucks up all the excess salt.
That's the one, yes.
And then the other thing is obviously adding more volume of liquid to the dish to try and dilute that amount of salt. But I think we got Shakira. We got a voice. Shakila. We got a voice note from Shakila. Let's listen to her voice note.
Good morning, my Expresso family. Hope all is well. The biggest challenge for me in the kitchen was when I tend to cook, I have a water bottle kept aside to add in my food, and I had a juice bottle. And by mistake, not watching, I threw the juice in my food. But we ended up eating it, and it tasted so lekker. So
she got cut off at the end, but I got that, and I got that. And happy accidents in the kitchen are amazing.
Extra flavor, bit of sweetness.
And the lesson behind that is when a recipe says specifically a stew or something says add water, you can play around with stock. We all know about that. But there's sometimes when actually a juice would work well, like an orange juice, or even, I made Korean chicken recently, and I added apple juice.
Apple juice, I was going to say, yeah.
So we like when you add. We like that you. Okay, we got another voice note. Danny.
Good morning, everyone. I was trying to do a custard. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. As a man staying alone, then I tried to make it, but I wasted all my ingredients. That's bad.
I feel like he hasn't healed. He hasn't healed.
The wound is deep.
It's so deep. It wasn't only a disaster, it was a disaster. Yeah, that was wild.
That custard will get you.
Custard will get you, and
That's
even
a
till
tricky
today.
one. That's a tricky one.
In the first year of culinary school, they spend so much time teaching you on those techniques when it comes to custard, because custard is so hectic. It's about tempering and patience, and
that's it.
So please do not feel bad. The trick is just repetition. Maybe Raul can join the kitchen. I want to ask Raul. Raul, he's perfect. He is perfect. I always say this. I always say, when you see Raul doing push-ups on the show, he's not pushing himself up. He's actually pushing the world down. That's how amazing this man is.
in our life, eh? You hired, bro. You hired. I want you forever, man.
Talk to me about your, number one, your cooking journey, because over the past few years, you've been in this kitchen and you've been learning a lot. Has it improved? Has it improved? Are you cooking new things?
You know what I resonate with a lot with what Teresa's doing this morning? And I was actually speaking to Chad on the floor, because he's very much into vegan cooking and vegan foods. Yeah. And I found that even though I'm not vegan, I love everything about vegan recipes, because it promotes live, fresh food, healthy ingredients, things that don't have lots of preservatives and things like that. So I love the health factor that it does. For me, I'm someone that actually just tries to now almost replicate vegan cooking, and I add meat to it. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm always sustaining my meat sustainably. So sourcing it from someone that is doing the things properly and making sure I have a recollection of that. Yeah. And I think that's what stands out for me. But this right here is something that I've grown into discovering is the real way to cook food, because food is medicine.
Yeah. That's
and when you cook like this and you look at the recipes in a book like this, you really start to feel the medicinal properties from meals, just normal meals that we've been cooking so differently because we've been westernized. It's completely changed from
Preach, brother.
Like Teresa. So I'm hailing this one right here. And this is the medicine that we all should do in our bodies.
Amazing. You feel so much better when you eat it, and when you've made it yourself, you know what's gone into it. It's fresh, whole ingredients. It's amazing.
And if you think about it, 5 years ago, the options for vegans, there were none. There was like minimal. So you had to kind of make everything from scratch. That's the culture that I absolutely love. But I'm going to go back into where things are being made from scratch. Because like I said earlier, it's easier just to take a bag of chopped vegetables off the shelf, whereas back in the day, being a vegan meant you had to make your tempeh. You had to make your... So I love that. Ryle, are you keen for a little taste?
Hey, man, say no more. If Teresa's made this food, then yes, please.
So I've got your couscous and all
Couscous, and that's got the fresh
let me
herbs
pop over
in.
on that side, maybe.
And I'm going to finish this off with a bit of coriander.
And this is the thing about
flavour.
cooking good food with good ingredients is that we live in this world where we're taking tablets and medication for vitamins and minerals. It's in our food, guys. If you tick this box well enough, you don't need anything else because everything else is just supplementing what you're missing out on in
It's
food.
all in there.
But get the food right, then you don't
Get the food right.
Yeah.
Let's see, Teresa, are we able to like this over here?
Plated. Let's see if it's... There we go.
Is that not too hot for you?
Is it?
That's fine.
Beautiful.
Chef's fingers, you know, you get used to
There we go.
How lucky am I to feel like I've landed in heaven, having two chefs beside me, preparing a meal for you fresh, live on TV. Should I pinch myself right now? Is this real?
Living the dream. Curry for breakfast, I mean, why
Hey,
not?
most of the world has curry for breakfast, which is absolutely, I love that. Okay, Raul, here we go.
Speaking to my culture when it comes to food as well. My ancestors are going to be loving this moment right now.
There we go.
Let's go. Get a little bit of couscous. I know this is hot.
Couscous is really great as well because of the fact that it's so easy to make. You're literally just pouring either hot water or hot stock over it,
That's
and
right.
it does its thing.
You don't have to cook it.
And then the fact that it goes into the fridge, and it actually keeps in the fridge for a while, and a little bit of microwave action just is all it needs to puff it up again. Raul de Mornay, talk to me.
So this is a weird way to describe the taste of this food, but it tastes like me coming home after school around 3 o'clock when my mother just starts putting some of those beautiful spices into the pot, and I'm like, Mom, is supper ready yet? And it's like 3:30. You can just see the look on her eyes. This is giving me that like feel of being home. This is authentic. Listen, if you're looking for a new secret recipe, this might just be it. You've done something special.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Nice. Can I just take
You
this?
can have that. You can have that.
There we go. Say bye.
Keep those voice notes coming through. Send those voice notes to the number 0630369649 to stand a chance to win one of 3 copies of Teresa's Couscous Cupcakes and Couscous book. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to come in there for first, never mind seconds. Well, from disasters in the kitchen that turn out to the best thing ever, hopefully no disasters in the DIY space. And for that, we need the right people in our corner. In today's episode of Handy Heroes, we are stopping by Buco in Hoedspruit in Limpopo, a destination built on family values and genuine community spirit. They know what they mean to their people. Their shelves are packed with everything a DIY enthusiast could dream of, but the star of the show, undoubtedly the Plascon Velvet Glow non-drip enamel. Loved for its rich color payoffs and tough as nails finish, it's been proven it's perfect for those busy areas, especially kitchens and bathrooms like ours. Now, their experts are ready to guide you through every step of the process, making sure that your transformation looks nothing short of professional. Let's take a look how it's done.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco Hoedspruit in Limpopo.
We are very family organized and all the community is also part of us. I think your customers of all, they always are very friendly, understanding, and as well, you can always interact and it feels like family. Well, we've got a lot of contractors and our builders are very busy. So if I must say, I think that the range of products that we've got makes it a positive thing and makes us popular. We always try to do the best what we can for the customers, and most of the customers are familiar with Plascon. So if they prefer Plascon more than us. The Plascon brand got a few different options that you can, and you cater for certain customers. If I must choose, Velvet Glow definitely, even the oil-based or the water-based, doesn't matter. Both products works brilliantly in the kitchens and the bathrooms, and the colors come out perfectly when you mix it as well. I will say the most important, if you don't do your preparations right, you can have comebacks. So I will say if you want to try a DIY product, first come and ask us, and we can always send someone out rather to see the concept of the DIY product that I want to do. and then we can work step with them while the product is going on or finished.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
I stress the words, together we've got this.
Bro. I finished mine so quick, I thought, let me not leave you alone. I got this one just for you,
I
bro.
love you, man. So what's
Enjoy.
going on here? What's going on here?
So this is a beautiful
yummy.
dish, couscous. You got some perfectly prepared curry veg, and just dive into that goodness. While G-Man dives into this, and I'm sure he's left speechless, we've got a lot to discuss. We're diving into something exceptional. Venus Williams has returned to the tennis scene, and we get to find out exactly about how that experience was. So you tuck into that, and you can tuck into the goodness coming at you in just a bit.
Court was about giving myself a chance to play more healthy. And when you play unhealthy, it's in your mind. It's not just how you feel, you get stuck in your mind too. I haven't seen friends. I haven't done anything except train for 3 months. As hard as I could, and then from each match that I didn't win, then I tried to go back and learn from that and then get better. Oh, what did I prove to myself? I think I tried to go back and learn from that and then get better. Oh, what did I
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We love a comeback story, and especially in a setting like tennis at the moment, where we've got kind of two different generations holding sway.
Yeah.
And of course, Venus Williams is a name that we know and love, synonymous with the modern game, certainly in the women's lane. Been out of the fold for a very long time, was a wild card entry into the final Grand Slam of the year, the US Open. Unfortunately losing in her first round to Karolina Muchova, and she did seem to kind of run out of a bit of steam there, but I love the fact that she had the guts to get back out there and do it.
Bro, especially when you know you might not be at the top of your game, but you definitely still want to find out, and I think it's such an incredible occasion to see her, and I think fans were relishing in this moment, especially seeing that she took her first set loss and then still had the gravitas to come back, bro, and like really push through, and it kind of gave you that feeling of like, hey, Serena's back, like Venus is back, so we've got the feeling again.
I think what it would have also done is given her a very real-time test of what it's going to take for her to be competitive.
Yeah.
And what I love about tennis at the moment, you can say maybe like it's more exemplified in the men's lane at the moment, where, you know, 1 and 2, you know who they are. Everyone else in the top 50 can beat each other, and it's the same in the women's game right now.
Yeah, it's so tight, it's so close, and this is where the level of sport has gotten to, especially as we talk about two different worlds colliding in the old versus new. But we got an opportunity to hear exactly what she had to say ahead of and post this incredible moment of her return.
Yeah, my team and I, we worked as hard and as fast as we could. Like, we literally took no days off. I haven't gone to dinner. I haven't seen friends. I haven't done anything except train for 3 months, as hard as I could. And then from each match that I didn't win, then I tried to go back and learn from that and then get better.
I love that, and I think we've entered into a new age of sports, and maybe this is me trying to mitigate the Drickers loss, but where it's no longer about protecting your untarnished image and your unbeaten record, where it's about becoming the best version of what that sport can be. And a comeback is a comeback, to echo the words of my amazing director right now. This means a lot to people who are looking for their own comeback in small ways, in their own life.
Oh, bro.
I like this.
This is what's going to resonate with Mzansi, because there's so many of us right now that are dealing with obstacles, adversity, and still believe that we could come back to our own. And this, I think, is proving exactly that. It's never too late. You just have to have the intention, put some time and sacrifice in, and you'll be living your dream right now. But you got to start somewhere.
Oh, I love that, man. Well, that's the perfect prelude for me to get into the sport in just a moment. But first, let's get into the day's news headlines, and then I'll begin.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Mzansi, and thank you so much, G-Man. We have just hit the hour. This is absolutely perfect timing to start off with national headlines. Now, the Electoral Commission is upgrading processes to ensure a smoother polling day for the next local government elections. Now, scheduled between November the 2nd, 2026 and the end of January 2027. Now, Chief Electoral Officer C. Mamabola confirmed preparations at a Centurion media briefing. And Deputy CEO Masego Shiburi noted that document duplication slowed previous voter registration. Now, improvements to the system are already showing positive results, and the IEC says the upgrades are intended to enhance efficiency, prevent past administrative bottlenecks, and ensure a more seamless experience for voters and election officials alike. Well, we carry on with local headlines, and the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the Police and Justice System will not begin as scheduled. Now, Chairperson Judge Mbuyiseli Mandlanga confirmed sessions will no longer start on Monday due to procurement failures at the Department of Justice. Now, Minister Mameloko Kuboi explained that the Commission can only commence once the necessary infrastructure has been finalized. Now, she added that disciplinary action will be taken against senior officials, including the Director General and Head of Communication Technology, who are held responsible for delays in procurement processes. Well, we move over now to international headlines, and the family of late Zambian President Edgar Lungu has had their application for direct access to South Africa's Constitutional Court rejected. Now, Lungu, who passed away in South Africa in June, was the subject of a dispute over his burial. Now, his family wants him buried locally, while the Zambian government insists on a state funeral in Lusaka. Now, the Pretoria High Court had earlier ruled the government was entitled to repatriate his body, and the family's appeal is pending, with proceedings adjourned for now. Well, next in our headlines, officials from Iran and the E3 countries, that's Britain, France, and Germany, met in Geneva to discuss potential sanctions if Iran fails to limit uranium enrichment and cooperate with International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors. Now, Tehran says it will do everything to prevent sanctions, and the talks and diplomatic actions mark a tense period in international efforts to monitor nuclear activities. Now, meanwhile, Australia expelled the Iranian ambassador, accusing Iran's Revolutionary Guard of orchestrating anti-Semitic attacks in Melbourne and Sydney, including last year's synagogue and restaurant attacks. Now, Iran, however, denies these allegations. Well, lastly, in our round of headlines, something to definitely get excited about for many Swiftians. Yes, pop superstar Taylor Swift and NFL star Travis Kelce have thrilled fans worldwide by announcing their engagement. And the couple shared the news on Instagram with enchanting photos from a sun-dappled garden proposal, awash with white and pink blooms. Now, the post was liked more than 13 million times within minutes, and Swift looked radiant in a pinstripe halter dress, while the sparkling centerpiece was her Old Mine brilliant cut diamond, estimated at some 20 carats on an 18K gold band, designed with Kelce's personal touch. Now, Swift captioned the post playfully, saying, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." Now, their whirlwind 2023 romance has captured hearts, blending music, sports, and true modern-day romance. Now, I was just getting caught up on that ring, but how's that decor budget? Shoo, sky high indeed. Well, let's see who else is running sky high when it comes to all things sports. And here's G-Man with the last round of it all.
All right, there are levels to the game, clearly, and yes, different levels to silverware as well. In search of their own in the league, locally, Orlando Pirates seem to be back on a level footing. They edged newly promoted Orbit College 1-0 at Orlando Stadium for their second win of the Betway Premiership season. Up and running now. Lebone Siema's thunderous volley in the 56th minute proved the difference after the Buccaneers had certainly struggled to break down Orbit's defence in that first half. So the result now lifting Pirates to 7th on the log, while the Mswenko boys remain near that relegation zone after 3 defeats from 4, but they are showing a lot of mettle. Now let's head further afield, but stay with footballing news as substitute Jorgen Strand Larsen struck twice in 2 minutes to fire Wolves to an emphatic 3-2 League Cup win over an embattled West Ham at the Molineux. Rodrigo Gomez netted their opener before Lucas Paqueta and then Thomas Susek turned the game for the visitors, but it was Larsen's late heroics that sealed victory and of course piled yet more pressure on Hammers boss Graham Potter after another bruising defeat. It's going to take a lot to shift momentum in his space. Now we get on to the world's final Grand Slam, and the big guns are certainly stepping up. World number 1 Jannik Sinner launched his US Open title defense in style, absolutely crushing Vit Kopriva in straight sets to begin his bid for a back-to-back crown. Women's top seed Iga Swiatek also just as dominant, sweeping aside Emiliana Orango, while of course setting a new record with her 65th consecutive first-round win. Shots fired. Marta Kostyuk, Amanda Anisimova and Beatrice Haddad-Maia also advancing to the next round. Now, I'm struggling to withhold my excitement over this week's athletics action, and I will give you the names as to why. The Weltklasse Zurich is hosting the Wonder Diamond League finale this week. Let's mention the names. Noah Lyles, Femke Bol, Karsten Volholm, of course the greatest pole vaulter of all time, Armand Duplantis, headlining some blockbuster showdowns in just about every discipline, but of course South Africa well represented as well. Akani Simbine, Sean Maswangani and Bayanda Walaza all sprinting in the men's 100-meter. What a sign of the times. Then Prudence Sekhorisho and Zane Faravalt and Joanne Duplessis all chasing glory in their individual events. It's our time, baby. Go and get your diamonds, because there are actual diamonds up for grabs and a whole lot of money. So very proudly South African today, and that's where we leave our sport. Let's take one last look at the roads.
Thank you so much, Shima. And yes, let's check out the traffic. Hopefully it's better than my English bundle that was happening earlier. There's no jams here because we're fresh and reloaded. So Sandton is up first in Gauteng, and an accident has occurred on the N1 southbound before Allendale Road. Now the shoulder lane is closed with no current delays being experienced. Next up, we move to Diepkloof in Gauteng, and there's congestion which is being experienced on the N1 northbound, and that's before the Diepkloof interchange. Now, all lanes are open, but traffic is slow moving. So again, wherever you are headed this morning, stay alert and arrive alive, and make sure you buckle up while doing so. And for one last time, from the road to the sky, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather. And for our final edition of Weather News, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions across multiple regions. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution in the southeastern parts of the Northern Cape, the northwestern parts of the Free State, the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape, and the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, dry conditions combined with strong winds increase the risk of wildfires, posing threats to property, crops, and natural landscapes. Now, communities are advised to avoid open flames and ensure fire safety measures are in place. And just like that, we've arrived at our final edition of our Sunrise View of the Hour. And check this one out, all the way from the UK, Bevan from Jersey, United Kingdom. This is a breath of fresh air. I absolutely love this shot, and it looks incredible. It looks like it's taken just above the ocean or from what looks like a balcony or a rooftop. It doesn't matter, because I just love the fact that we've got a beautiful sunrise from somewhere unique. So Bevan, thank you so much for this one. 19 degrees Celsius. That's the weather you can expect on your side of town. And again, Mzansi, wherever you are in the world, clearly, because we're going global with this one, share your sunrise view with us. The number's 063-036-9649. For now, though, your last chance to see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town. Enjoy.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your views. Keep those pictures coming. We love to see how you wake up in your neck of the world, even from the other side of the world in the UK. Yes, the sun still does shine there. I'm sure they're feeling a bit of a shift in the change of season as well. Bring us the summer. Please send it down to our neck of the woods. And I'm going to send something to your neck of the woods, hopefully today. And that's a lot of good karma. If you play your Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today, 53 million rand could be coming your way. That's in the estimated jackpot this Wednesday, so please go and play. You've got in your Lotto 41 million rand sitting in the estimated jackpot. Lotto Plus 1, 9 million rand. Lotto Plus 2, 3 million rand estimated today. So please go and get your tickets in store as soon as they open. I always say with a smile on your face for the karma. Nationallottery.co.za is where you'll find them online. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. There's generally a little drop down there, or you can just dial *120 *7529# and get the USSD. Easy peasy, whatever way you do it, just do it, please. And we'll keep those details up on our Expresso socials so you can check them out at your leisure and put yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Well, we have hit the jackpot with our culinary hotline today. What's next on the menu?
Nothing but the good stuff because Teresa is still in the building. What is next, by the way?
We are doing a creamy mushroom orzo.
Ooh, it sounds delicious. And what's
With
even...
meat.
Ooh, with... Oh, okay, I like this.
Just for you.
We've elevated the veganism, but also a great opportunity for you, Mzansi, to get your hands on this cookbook. So stick around, don't go anywhere. Opportunities are coming thick and fast, and it's just for you. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the kitchen for recipe number 2 of the Coloring Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
We are gonna be making a delicious creamy orzo, but before that, I just need to remind you that the competition to win one of Teresa's beautiful books, Cupcakes and Cooks, guys.
Shall I do it?
If you want a chance to win one of 3 of Teresa's books, I'm going to say Teresa's books, from my kitchen to yours, please send us your voice notes through that number. You need to send it through 0630369649. And we want to know biggest kitchen disasters or biggest proud moments. And that competition ends at 8:45. And we already have a voice note to listen to. Hit it.
Good morning, Expresso. My name is Ebisile Machola. My proudest kitchen moment was when I made my steamed bread for my friend's baby shower in 2020, I think. It was so colorful, it was so beautiful. It is the most proudest moment because I've had disasters with steamed bread before. But when I hit that, every time, even today, when I post it on Facebook groups for recipes, I always get good compliments. So my steamed bread is my proudest moment.
And you can tell it's a proudest moment, right?
I'm so happy. I love that. I love that.
You know what? I would absolutely love if you could send us your recipe so we can recreate that. Unless it's a secret. If you could send us that recipe to us and we will recreate it and dedicate it to you, I'd love that.
Amazing.
And it's so beautiful and colorful. It's actually taking me straight to Christmas. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. We've got another voice note from Irene.
Good morning. My proudest kitchen moment is baking my awesome snowballs. Started as a kid doing home economics, or rather domestic science, at high school, and then baking for our parish month-end cake sale on a monthly basis. Bring back awesome memories. Good day. Have a blessed day.
I love that when food,
yeah, that's where it started.
And then it's just just because you just made it that one time, it becomes such a big part of not just you, but the community. And I love a snowball.
That's beautiful. And that's the point of food, isn't
It
it?
is.
Brings everyone together.
I love
a snowball.
Have a snowball. Okay, so I've sliced some garlic for
Brilliant.
you.
That can go in here.
So in the pan at the moment, we've got some onion, some olive oil, and we've added some button mushroom.
Butter. I'm softening the mushrooms now. We're using button mushrooms. You can use brown mushrooms, whatever you prefer. And you want to soften those for about 5 minutes before the rest of the ingredients go in.
Gotcha.
So you can smell that garlic, the shallots. It's beautiful, and the butter, of course.
You shouldn't talk ill of people that aren't present. However, Zoe Brown, let's talk about her for a second. We're talking about kitchen fails. So there was a recipe that said you need to add a cup of coffee to a chocolate cake recipe. And obviously it meant a cup of brewed coffee.
Yes.
My friend Zoe Brown went and added a whole cup of instant espresso.
So that was a strong cake.
That was a strong cake.
Knock your socks off cake.
And then she proudly walked around and offered it to everyone.
And everyone was awake afterwards.
They're still awake. They're still awake. I love that. Okay. But I mean, we're just having fun with it. And I love that people are coming through and sending through their disasters. I'm trying to think about mine. I've been on live TV where we always have salt, extra salt on the set. And one of my co-presenters just chucked all the salt into the dish. Gone, everything into the dish. But we just play around with it. And that's the thing about live TV. You kind of just have to go with it.
You have to go with it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've had a couple as well. I remember vaporizing some butter once. I think the pan was way too hot. I hadn't concentrated on the heat. Put the butter in and it literally disappeared into a vapor cloud. And there was no more butter. And I had to just keep going.
Keep on going. Talking about keep on going, what happens after our mushrooms take a little bit of color?
Mushrooms are softened, so we're going to add our orzo now. I love cooking with orzo.
People don't use it as much as they should. I love orzo.
One of the kind of lesser used pastas, but it's so good.
Can I be sneaky? Can I be cheeky? I put my hands in the pot quickly. So let's talk about orzo, okay? While Teresa's busy. Orzo, like Teresa said, is actually a pasta. I know it looks like rice, but it's actually a pasta, so you'll treat it as you would a pasta, which means you're going to add liquid to it, and it's going to absorb all that liquid.
That's it.
Keeping in mind, like we learned earlier, that liquid doesn't have to be water. It can be stock, which we're going to be using right now.
That's it.
Absolutely love using orzo. And the way it bulks up
Yes.
is amazing. You can feed a village with like 2 cups of orzo.
You really can. It just, yeah, as you say, bulks up the dish. It's so comforting and it cooks very, very quickly. So this is going to simmer for approximately 10 minutes, just until it's almost done, not quite done. And then we're going to stir through some cream, some spinach, and our chorizo.
So definitely not the vegan option for this one.
Not the vegan one.
I do like that the chorizo is going to come through and not only become that meaty element, but the paprika and the fennel and the garlic
Yes.
and all the
And the
spices.
smokiness.
The smokiness is
It's
actually going to
beautiful.
impart, because
Yeah.
mushrooms are cool like that. Even though you've already like got them in the liquid, they will still absorb the flavor of whatever you're going to add in there.
That's it. And they give it an almost meaty texture as well. And that
Absolutely.
umami is in there. So it's a beautifully flavored dish. And the spinach, of course, we've got some greens and our cream to add a bit of creaminess. You could make the recipe vegan if you left out the sausage and, you know, replace the cream. But
That's true.
we're going to go all in today.
There we go. So next steps, like you said, we're going to go in with our spinach and our chorizo.
Yep.
Let's quickly talk about, I always wonder, like foodie people, that's you, when your kids are fussy eaters, are they fussy eaters? And if they are, how do you actually deal with it?
I know my children are fussy eaters. Well, not so bad now, but when they were little, very, very fussy. I think we lived off bananas and butternut for about 6 months. For me, I just keep putting the food in front of them. They're getting used to spice now. They'll love a curry if it's not too hot, and just keep playing. And my biggest trick is to get them involved, because when they've made it themselves, they're a lot more invested and they're excited to try it, try new things. So
I like the idea of getting them
just
involved.
keep going, keep going.
There we go. We've got another voice note from Barushka.
Morning, Expresso fam. I put a pot of oil on to heat up to make cook sisters. I left it too long. It caught fire up in the kitchen floor. It was disastrous. Don't burn anybody, or careful when putting on oil to boil. Blessings.
I like how she ended the voice note off with blessings. My heart. Whoa. Okay, so
that's quite terrifying. I have to
and
say.
learning moment. There's a learning moment in that. So when there is an oil fire in the kitchen, especially when you heat up your oil like too hot,
Yes.
it'll actually just catch fire by itself.
That is scary.
What you do not ever do when there is an oil fire is throw water on an oil fire. All you have to do is try and smother that fire. So I'm glad that we actually had that voice note come through right now, because there's a teaching moment in that.
Yeah.
So definitely, if there's
Safety,
an oil fire,
no water.
No water. No water. Geraldine, let's hear what you've got to say.
Good morning, Expresso family. My epic kitchen fail was when, many years ago, my husband's boss was coming to dinner and I decided to be very adventurous and make beef Wellington. Everything went according to plan. I popped the meat in the oven, encased in a beautiful pastry. And lo and behold, when I opened the oven at the allocated time, the pastry was busy sliding off the meat. I'd added too much shortening to the flour and too much butter, and the whole thing had collapsed. What a mess.
That is heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, especially because husband's boss was there for the night.
I would say whenever you have someone important coming around, cook something you've done before or practice.
You heard from the
Don't do it for the
professional.
first time for the boss.
There we go. We heard from the professional. Now, Teresa's going to be choosing a winner in the very next segment, when we also get to make some delicious brownies. So make sure you keep those voice notes coming through. This is looking amazing. We'll do a taste test as well when we come back. So don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, it is my face that is greeting you, but there is another beautiful face here that is taking us on a musical journey and also giving us some insights into her incredible life. It is the musician of the day, Aussie Grace, and we love her. You can applaud. I know we don't actually have a studio audience, but you're allowed to. You're allowed to, because she demands it. So we're going to play a game of quick-fire questions here, okay? All I demand, and I don't think you would give us a dishonest answer. I want absolute authenticity, okay?
100% from me.
I know. I don't think you have another gear. Okay. I'm going to put that, and you guys can answer along at home as well. Love or lyrics? What comes first when creating? Is it the feeling or the words?
The feeling, definitely. The feeling, because obviously it's the experience, you know, and I always tell, like, people that ask me, I'm like, no matter how lame I sound when I write
Whatever.
I mean, like, because I'm a lover girl, you know, and people, it's cool to be a hard guy, and I'm not hard. Like,
You're warm and fluffy and
yeah, I just
fuzzy
love, man. So no matter how uncool it may sound, I just feel what I feel and I write it, man, because that's what I'm experiencing. So definitely feeling and then
that's
lyrics.
why people connect, because it's real. I
hope
told you,
so.
only one gear.
I hope so.
Ooh, this one, and I'm struggling with this one. Dream collab, Tracy Chapman, Thames or Cesar. I know, I'm trying to say
Why
it with
you
like
got-
more street cred than I actually have.
Oh my God. Oh, Cesar. I saw what
see.
you're trying. Yeah. You know what? I could take all three.
I mean, could you
I have to pick
imagine?
one.
Yeah.
I have to pick one.
I
think-
lean into Tracy because it's Tracy.
So
but
I would say Tracy because that would be so. I grew up on Tracy.
You know.
Like, I listen to Tracy and I get emotional because I remember the car rides, my mom picking me up from school and fast cars coming on, and it's like, so I definitely, yeah, let me give it to Tracy.
Yeah, I think we can
Tracy
give her
has
that
to
nod. I
have
think I might have influenced you there just a little bit. When you are performing, because you do live the words, because it's your lived experience of life, what song of yours hits the hardest when you have to perform it?
I think it has to be, it's not a song that's out, but you will hear it soon, Because of Love.
Because of Love,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a moment in my life that changed the trajectory of like the kind of person that I wanted to show up as.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the point in my life where I discovered self-love. Like, I heard about it, but I thought it was about buying yourself new clothes or having fun or, you know, just doing things that
Superficial,
feels
yeah.
good, you know. But I had to learn, and a friend had to teach me that, no, self-love is actually also making very difficult decisions, removing yourselves from places or situations or people that aren't treating you the best way, or in spaces where you have to shrink yourself. And
Oh, I like that.
that's also self-love. So when I discovered, oh man, that's self-love, okay, fine. That means what I thought love was isn't really what love is. It's
That
not
is massive. That
Yeah.
is a big thing, eh?
So it was like, because of love is like, I cannot hurt myself because I want love. That's what
Oh,
because of
I love that. It's part of
Yeah.
the same narrative. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. Well, hopefully people are going to go easy on themselves.
Yeah.
Not just about loving yourself, it's about taking care of yourself
It's about
in that
taking care of
process.
yourself, yeah. And that's not always easy.
And this one might break the internet and break the TV. UKT or Niger Jollof? Are you allowed to give an answer? No, you can't.
Tea or jollof?
Yeah, Jollof.
Jollof, what? Why would I say tea?
Tea is far, far away.
No offense, guys, but hey, come on, tea.
I know, there's a reason why it's a basic standard across the world.
It's so crazy, but it's like, I feel like I could still get dragged for choosing tea over rice.
Oh, no,
Sorry, rice over tea.
When you play with food, you will get dragged.
Okay.
We once tried to make a vegetarian Gatsby, and I don't know if you've ever eaten a Gatsby, but it's like a fully loaded sandwich on steroids. It's like one of the nicest things you can
A
ever
Gatsby?
eat. Yeah,
Sounds
you're going to try it.
fancy.
You're going to try it in Cape Town. So generally, it will have steak, a nice curry flavoring, a steak masala, eggs, chips, polony, anything else that you can put in there. And we made the mistake of trying to make a vegetarian one, and we got taken down. Okay, so you don't play with people's food. We get that. We understand that. But we also do make a really good jollof here. So maybe you'll come back for the
You
next
guys have some-
culinary
oh,
hotline.
I thought you were gonna tell me you have
I'm
some.
sorry, man, if
I
we
thought
had
you were
known.
gonna tell me you have
It's
some.
far, far away. I think if you look on the screen right now, very kindly, we're going to show you exactly what a Gatsby looks like. It is, when I
Wow.
say fully loaded, it is fully loaded. Here's the thing, you buy it thinking that you're going to share it with other people because it looks like something that you should share, and then you...
Because I imagine myself sharing it.
No, you sit alone in your car and you eat it all and you don't tell anyone.
That looks like a very intense.
It is.
So I'd have to hide.
And it's got to have an egg on it, okay? But it'll change your life. You might have another second awakening and love yourself even more.
You know what?
When you do that.
You might have to bring me back to SA, isn't it?
I think so. I'm doing my absolute best here to keep you here. Seeing as you're on the manifestation here, one last question I'm going to ask in all seriousness. What is the next level for you? What are you wanting to achieve in this next beautiful phase that you've opened up in your career?
I think definitely being able to not just travel the world through my work, through music, but also being able to take my loved ones with me. Like, it's always been a dream for me to, like, because, you know, for me, it's like, yeah, these things are amazing and it's a beautiful experience, but, like, the people that I love being with me makes it.
You've got to have your...
I have to have my people with me. So just, like, that is, like, my dream, to have, you know, these collaborations happening and then my people are with me experiencing.
100%.
I'm meeting new people, new artists. I'm meeting Cesar, Tracy Chapman, and then, you know, I'm able to introduce my people to, you know, with me. Like, that's my dream. Like,
we all rise together.
Yeah.
We can joke about the beef between Nigeria and South Africa right now, but I think that's a perfectly healthy relationship. You've got to have a bit of dynamic tension, but there is amazing things coming out of your neck of the woods, and it's nice having you in our neck of the woods.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Love this girl. Love her. One more performance coming your way.
Yeah, I think we can officially say that Aussie is probably the coolest one that we've had around in a very long time. So thank you for dealing with the pressure. But I'm going to ask G-Man to come in for this one because I think this is all about road tripping right now as we think about something beyond our studio. And there's nothing quite as lekker as a good South African road trip. And I'm talking about everything from snacks to sing-alongs and even unexpected detours. Every journey comes with stories that you'll never forget. So today, we're going to rewind to some of our most hilarious, heartwarming and memorable road trip moments. G-Man, I think you've got like a full-on trilogy of books or more
You don't
of the
understand,
stories of road trips,
bro.
eh?
I mean, we've worked so much with tourism bodies in South Africa where it was our job to go out and explore and take a road trip to the point. For me, a holiday isn't a holiday unless there's like a 7-8 hour drive to get there. I feel like you can't go into that other reality until you've hit the open
fully
road,
escaped
man.
and go on the journey, yeah.
I love it. And we've had obviously a lot of mishaps along the way. I mean, from losing a map, finishing the biltong too soon, it's a major concern for me because I get hangry, okay? A strange family ritual or two. People do have their own superstitions when tackling road trips. So many crazy stories along the way.
Bro, this just makes me think of my biggest road trip that I had just before coming on the show. I had just been ending my career on top billing, right? And it had just finished and I didn't know what to do. So I went on a road trip into South Africa, went to go check out Hogsback and some of these ancient places, end up in Coffee Bay. And I remember this place called Little Hole in the Wall. And I just got my 4x4 and I thought I'm gonna go to the most extreme place, head to the cliffs. And I thought I was engaged in 4x4, but I actually wasn't. And I kid you not, going down the hill, the car starts to turn and starts to go into an uncontrolled slide as we head to the corner and the edge. My one buddy, Andrew, jumps out the car. Leslie's sitting there and she's like, we're not sure. Miles had already decided she's not going to join and she's watching from afar. Bro, we almost went off that cliff. I'm telling you, that moment of feeling like we've just escaped death turned that road trip into a celebration of life. I literally came back from that road trip and entered into Expresso show, and I think it just invigorated me in a crazy way.
Do you know what happened? I passed you the baton, so this is the crazy thing. You
What
don't
did you do
understand.
there,
As
bro?
you were saying that, what I was thinking of was our trip to the Transkei through the Wild Coast, and now they put us in a not 4x4, rainy weather on those roads, and I remember as you're coming into Coffee Bay, you've got cars, wrecks, all the way down the
It's like
thing.
a graveyard, yeah.
And I was with some big boys, some young boys who were hungry for adventure, and I literally had to say to them, every time we hit a downhill, the only way I could make it back up was for them to close their eyes and hit it as hard as I could, dude. It was crazy. People were offering us magic mushrooms at every corner. It was like another planet, dude.
What world is this, bro?
We go and I have to then learn to surf. There's no waves. Like, no, but just come. We'll like play around. I'm like, oh, there's sharks here. It feels very wild and unrestricted, and we're right by a river mouth, and it just feels weird, and I'm sure there's bull sharks, and I can hear, and now the bull shark is making its way to the... So we go, and I do my thing, I get out, and we find the carcass of a bull shark sitting at the river mouth right there after the guys just taught me to just swim all of about 10 meters away. Coffee Bay will change you,
It clearly makes you celebrate life, clearly. And I think if you haven't, Mzansi, take a page out of GNI's book, go book a road trip and get out to Coffee Bay. It's part of the raw, untouched landscape that South Africa hasn't changed, and it's so authentic, man.
And you get a taste of rural life that you would not get anywhere else. I love it. Wrap up with your best holiday journey might be the journey, not even the destination. But the bottom line is, through these trips, there's always that moment where you're like, oh my word, we're running out of fuel. Oh my word, I'm getting hangry. Oh my word, the kids are about to explode. We need a reliable partner out on the road.
I think reliable fuel from Shell is the box that needs to be ticked when you go on an adventure like this, because I'm thinking to myself, if I was at the bottom of that section, I could have literally gone anywhere after that, because it gives you the feeling of endless possibilities. So know that if you fueled up the right way, you can take on any adventure in the country and maybe create an unforgettable memory like G and I have.
Yeah, and please come back. Please come back
Tell
from
the
that.
story.
But the bottom line is, no epic journey happens without the right fuel, and Shell V-Power keeps every adventure clearly running smoothly. And of course, now it's your turn to hit the road in style. Why? Because 5 lucky couples will win a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experience.
Yeah, this is good. So check this out. Here's how it goes down. All you're going to do is spend 750 Rand or more at Shell, then swipe your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month. So 3 occasions, and you've already done it. And then you could be packing your bags for the ride of a lifetime. Now, it's that simple. Entries close 31st of October, so start fueling your adventure today. T's and C's apply, and we are definitely looking forward to your story or adventure once you've done it.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the kitchen. In case you're wondering what's going on, how come you're getting 4 culinary hotline segments today? It's because you're blessed. You're just lucky like that. We've got Teresa in for one more recipe, a triple chocolate brownie. It's in the book.
It's not in the book. It is on the blog, though.
It's on the blog.
Cupcakesandcouscous.com.
There we go. I was about to ask you for the address, cupcakesandcouscous.com. That's where we're going to get it. And in this part now, we will be announcing the 3 winners.
Yes.
And I'm very happy for them because, I mean, the calls this morning, phenomenal. Thank you so much. And just to remind you what you are winning a copy of Teresa's Cupcakes and Couscous from my kitchen to yours. Also a show coming out on Netflix soon. Just saying, putting it out there. Right, triple chocolate brownies.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. So
Okay, so I've melted some dark chocolate and some butter in the pot, and that's going to go into our bowl. You can mix it all in the pot if you want to. Less washing up.
I also,
Look at that.
I was going to talk about the washing up. So for me, true story, I do like baking, love baking.
Yeah.
It's the cleanup that I'm not a fan of.
No, it's the not so glamorous part, but it's got to be done.
So this is quite nice. This is not as hectic as your usual, like, spread.
Big mixer, beaters, yeah, exactly, in the bowl. So I've added some sugar, and then it's literally a case of just adding in your dry ingredients.
And the dry ingredients we're using today, it's flour.
Just the basics, your pantry staples, flour, baking powder, salt, and a bit of cocoa.
And the baking powder, again, that's just for that little bit of a lift, just to give us some texture and
You
some
don't
airiness.
need too much with the brownie. I think we might be missing a little bit of milk. So
What
it's
you
a little
missing?
bit dry.
Okay,
a little
we're
bit
gonna
of
find
milk.
some milk. We're gonna sending out. Can you hear me? We need milk urgently. Milk coming in.
Chopper it in.
Milk is coming. It's on the way. So okay, we've got
So
that
you can see
sorted
we're a
out.
little bit thick here, but we will sort
While
that out.
we're waiting for the milk, should we announce our 3 winners?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. So again, just to remind you what you're winning, one copy of Teresa's Cupcakes and Couscous from my kitchen to yours. Would you like to announce who they are? It is on screen.
It is on screen?
Okay, we'll have a look.
our
Here we
first
go.
winner is Danny. That was our
The first winner is
customer.
Danny.
Yay. Just me.
So just a reminder, Danny gave us a story about the custard. And it wasn't just a disaster, it was a disaster.
Yeah, we felt that one.
There we
felt
go.
that,
And the next
yeah.
winner is...
Varushka.
Woo! I'm trying to remember Varushka's story.
Varushka was the... oh my
The
God,
oil.
Yes, the oil fire.
And we definitely love that comment. In fact, Raul and I had a conversation, and we actually said that we should do a culinary hotline with the fire department one day to talk about what happens in the kitchen when things go wrong.
The health and safety edition.
So thank you so much for
good
that idea. Love that. And then our
Okay.
third winner is...
Our last one is Geraldine with the beef Wellington.
We don't have to ask. I remember
I
Geraldine's
felt that one.
The beef Wellington for the boss that just didn't go well. But now that you've won yourself a copy of the beautiful book, it's never going to happen
all
again.
set. You're
there
all
we're
set.
going to go. Absolutely. Okay, so
what
milk.
you're going to do is you would add the milk.
Milk. Let's go. Here we go.
Yay, we got it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to add that in. And then you're going to pop it into your little ramekins.
Minus the milk, I was looking at that texture, and I rolled those into little balls. And then dipped it in chocolate. I would just eat that,
would
as
work.
is.
That would work.
And that's the thing about brownies.
Definitely.
Brownies are so close to being a truffle, so close to being a cake. It's like right in the middle, so you can kind of play around with it.
Yeah, it can still be good.
When it does come to brownies, like where do you sit on the? Do you like a soft brownie, a chewy, a fudgy?
I like a fudgy. It mustn't be like cake. It must have that little bit of gooiness. What do you think?
I agree with you, the fudginess. I do sometimes cry internally when I have a brownie and basically all I'm eating is chocolate cake.
I know.
And it's not even moist. It's like
Oh,
No,
we can't have
guys.
that. We can't have that.
So-
And that's where you keep an eye on the baking time, because if you like it a little bit gooey, you can underdo it by a minute or two. If you like it a bit more cakey, bake it for longer.
So is that the trick? Is it basically the cooking time,
baking
that makes the difference between
Yeah.
cakey and fudgy?
And for me, I don't know if you find the same, but if it's set around the outside, but you've got that little bit of a wobble in the middle, that's usually perfect, because as it cools down, it will set, but you'll have that gooiness in the
Yes.
center, which you really, I think you want.
I
personally.
absolutely, because like you said, that sets and creates a different texture as well.
That's it. So you're going to grease your ramekins, you're going to pop your batter inside, just divide it between your ramekins, and then we're not quite done.
What's that?
This is white chocolate.
Okay.
So we've used dark chocolate in the batter, so we're going to balance that with a little bit of sweetness. You're going to pop that block in, cover it with batter, and then when you bake it, it's going to melt. And when you break into your chocolate pot, you've got that melted white chocolate.
I like that the reason we're adding the white chocolate or extra chocolate is for balance. It's for balance.
There's a reason, it has to
There
be
we
in
go.
there.
I haven't seen Graham Richards all morning.
I know.
I don't know if he maybe wants to join to taste the brownie, and he can bring a friend. I mean, I don't know what Raul's doing.
He said brownie.
All right, so guys, on the end, we've got some brownies, and then G, you're standing where the spoons are, so you can kind of help
That's
yourself.
not a brownie.
It's not a brownie. I think
What
it's
is
so
going
epic.
on here?
Brownie pot.
Oh my
Pot of brownie.
goodness.
So you get
See,
nice.
Now you're showing your true colours.
the ice cream
there we
like-
go.
Just for you, just for you.
So was it hot and then the ice cream starting to melt? What's going on
That's
here?
it, yes. So if you eat it warm out of the oven with your bit of ice cream, berries, cream, whatever you like.
So, just to let you know, South Africa, the reason I've been calling Ryle and G to the kitchen all the time is because of sabotage. Summer's around the corner.
And you know that we are the two people who intermittent fast on this show. Do you know what a culinary hotline does to
I
us?
need some advantage. I need
Give
some
the rest of us a
advantage.
chance.
I was going to give you a miniature spoon just to punish you, dude.
Okay, so perfect serve. Do we go straight in the center?
Straight in the center, yeah.
Because I heard you say something about ooey
There should be some chocolate in there.
I'm seeing fudginess.
my word.
I want to get a little bit of
The ice cream.
to
Yeah,
offset.
get it all in.
It's so good. It looks so yummy.
My word.
Chocolate for breakfast.
You said it best.
What did I say?
There are tears inside right
Inside.
now. Bro,
Happy tears. Happy tears. And you just...
An engel.
Hey, engel! Oh, I love your engels.
Net op my tongue.
So, Graham,
That's it. That's what I mean.
hoeveel engels krijgt Theresa se chocolate brownie?
Ek is 'n bietjie senuweeagtig om 'n antwoord te gee, maar ek sal probeer. Ek gee dit 11 uit 10. That's 11, eh? That's 11, eh?
That's never been. That's the highest it's ever been. With Afrikaans 80 bly vir ons al hemel. Wow.
En syfer van die vergelyking, my friend. You know how I am learning Afrikaans?
How are you doing it? How are you
My son is
learning?
reading Afrikaans to me
yes.
at night. He is 8 years old, okay? And he has the accent down.
thought
That's
it
what I
was
love
this.
the most. Is I just told him, you got to sound real when you do it. That's how I do it. And even when he says words now, it's soot. Everything's got to drop an octave. But thank you, boy. You are an amazing teacher. I love you guys.
We as South Africans are so impressed. That is amazing. Okay, so Ural, your verdict of the beautiful brownie?
Absolutely incredible. I'm crying inside.
Wow.
If that's out of 10, then I don't know what it means, but it's just incredible. And I like that you didn't make this too sweet.
Yeah.
Because often people think
darkness.
that every dessert just needs to be loaded with sugar.
No.
But this has the balance. This brings the flavor of the chocolate through. And that's what I absolutely celebrate. So thank you for not making me feel like I'm on some kind of other something.
I know, we're still going to be bouncing off the walls, I have a feeling. Because Theresa does deliver. What I like here is with that darker chocolate kind of palette, the pop of the berry, the sweet, you've got a bit more light and shade to play with.
And dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at us trying to sound intelligent.
Intelligent. Now, I just want to say thank you to all of you this morning for sending through those voice notes. We really are happy that you felt safe enough to share with us. Really, really love that. And congratulations to our winners of the 3 amazing cupcake and couscous. I can't say it, guys.
You haven't got it once right, bro.
Not once.
Cupcakes
and couscous, cupcake and couscous from my kitchen to yours. It's a stunning, stunning book.
Can we change the name of the book? Is it too late?
Okay, so,
A bit late.
so one of you needs to go do some work because I'm pretty sure they're going to cut somewhere. So one of you needs to
both of us going to take this and enjoy it. Thank you so much.
They get it out of here. Theresa, before we end off, I have to know what is what is one recipe every person should cook out of that book? Absolutely.
They should do the potato bake with parmesan and bacon crumble.
Where would we
It's in
find
the
that?
braai chapter. So there's a whole chapter towards the end.
Towards the end?
Dedicated to braais.
Okay.
So we're going to keep going. Shall I
So you
have
said that recipe was a potato bake.
Potato bake with parmesan and bacon crumble.
Okay, so to our 3
It's
winners.
so good. Here we go.
To our 3 winners, please do make this dish out of the book. Send us the picture. We would love to follow up with you and see what you've cooked out of this amazing, amazing book. Theresa, it has been not only educational, it has been a fun morning.
It's been so much fun. Thank you very, very
It
much.
is such a... I mean, I can't say thank you for being here because you're part of the team longer than I've been. That's the absolute truth. So thank you so much for being here this morning. The book is amazing. The recipes were amazing. You were amazing. South Africa, you were amazing too. Don't miss next week. Are we going to be with the fire department next week? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe we should.
But make sure you find out and tune in next week for some more Colouring Hotline Bling.
Oh, I love that one. Thank you for giving me a minute to finish chewing. That was absolutely delicious. And I'm going to add to that, Theresa has given so much of her culinary creativity to us through our journey. So thank you, thank you. So glad she is getting her deserved flowers. But right now, I want you to think about your flowers or a lot of cash. Buckle up, because the World Sports Betting cash-out game is back, and it is terrifying, but there's a lot at stake. So the stakes have never been higher, in fact. So last Friday, Sharon Shamrock soared out of the game with 1,000 Rand in hand. She waited just too long. But now it's your turn to stay sharp, to play smart, and hopefully cash out before the clock runs out. This week's win could be yours, but you're going to have to hold your nerve. So if you want to stand a chance to be on this Friday's show and be our on-air pilot, so to speak, and win between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand in that cash out, if you can cash out in time, you have to enter by replying to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this. Cash-out games require bold plays. What's the boldest move you've ever made in real life? Inspire us. Don't forget, please, that qualifying hashtag World Sports Betting in your comments so we know what it's about. And this week's competition closes at 10 a.m. Today, in fact, or on Thursday, tomorrow. That's the 28th of August, so not a huge amount of time. Please go and check out the T's and C's at expressoshow.com, and good luck. I think we need just some more emotion, more love to round off this day. One more performance coming your way.
You're not open like that, but it's okay. Breaking down those walls she built and work for no kid. And I know you don't wanna be a fool again. But baby, I'm not here for games. Baby, I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, babe. So we'll stop with the drizzle till it turns to rain and it feels like ocean.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey ho, what do you know? It's your feel-good breakfast show, baby. Welcome back. What an incredible show we've had, and we're going to make it more incredible because here's an opportunity to put some moolah in your pocket. If you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots, all happening this Wednesday. So what are you waiting for is the real question, right? We've got the Lotto for an estimated 41 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for 9 million rand, and Lotto Plus 2 for 3 million rand today. Options on the millions, which one's it going to be,
It's
bro?
a lot, man. You had me at the 53 million thing. It's just crazy. So please, just go and get your tickets. It could be yours. You can do it in store, and I always say be really nice when you do it because you can build good karma. Exactly. I keep using that term, but it's vital. You can even just have a smile on your face when you go online. nationallottery.co.za is where you'll find them on their website. The mobile app, great way to do it. Your own cell phone banking app should have a little drop down there, or you can dial *120 *7529# and get USSD sent straight to your phone.
Now, if you were distracted by G's good looks and didn't hear any of that, don't worry. All these details on our Expresso social media pages right now. So go check it out and get yourself in the running to win big. There's a lot of millions up for grabs. Lotto Plus 1, Lotto, and Lotto Plus 2 for 53 million rand in total estimated jackpots. I need to get involved in this one, bro.
Oh, man, I want you to win, but I also want to win just a little bit. No, you guys have been amazing on your side of the screen today. Thank you so much. We've had beautiful comments, questions, hilarious moments coming to us. But we thought we'd hone in on this comment in particular. And Teresa van Wyk had this to say about Ossie. What a beautiful artist. She is confident, authentic, and a talented lady with all the exclamation marks. Love the vibe.
Yeah. I could not agree more, and I think that's a fitting opportunity for us to give you the opportunity to be sent home with none other than Ossie Grace, who has graced us this morning like absolute magic. Here she is with Ocean. Enjoy.
Hey guys, once again, my name is Ossie Grace, and I'm about to perform my single for you, Ocean.
You're not open. You're not open like that, but it's okay. Breaking down those walls she built ain't work for no kid. And I know you don't wanna be a fool again. But who just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, babe. So we'll stop with the drizzle till it turns to rain and it fills up our ocean. Till it fills up our ocean. Teach me how to be there, how to show you that you're my priority. You see, 'cause baby, I'm not here for games. Hey, I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, babe. So stop with the drizzle till it turns to rain and it fills up till it fills up ocean. No till it feels ocean.
Aussie, you're an absolute superstar. Take a bow. We love you. We love what you represent. The new music is off the charts. Let's hope it goes straight to the top of the charts because you deserve it, girl. Thank you so much for spending some time in our part of the world.
Ah, what a morning.
And what a great session with you, Clem, and of course, Teresa. Thank you for all the inspiration. And thank you, Mzansi, for being a part of our magic. And tomorrow, it's going to get even better. Who are we looking forward to?
Castor Semenya is in the house, guys. You don't understand. If you think I behave ridiculously on any day tomorrow, I'm going to be awful because she is just amazing and so much has happened in her space. Some major victories, not just for her, but for all of us. And we are here for that and you. We'll see you bright and early. Love ya.
Love ya.
Adios.
Nada.